Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
Okay. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It is time for State of the Atmosphere. We have got a lot to friggin' cover today. We're going to start with a pop culture update. Update on the strikes, plus some bombshells dropping today from Variety and other insider sources. We'll discuss and discuss. Plus, we're going to do a review of the latest episode of Loki. And I've got a lot to say about that one. And we're also going to check out the new releases this month at your local theater. It's the first of the month, so it's time to check out the movies. If we have time after all that, we're going to get some of the reviews from some of the stuff Noc's been watching on the Noc List. All that and more today on State of the Atmosphere. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. And as usual, I've got my regular crew in the house, starting with Noc. How you doing today, buddy?
I am doing fantastic.
It is good to see you, man. Good to see you. How was work?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Just, things are moving there, so it's good.
All right, man. Cool. Let's see. Also, we got John in the house. What's going on, man?
Oh, not a lot. Just turned in today. I turned in my final paper for my master's degree. So it's not due till Sunday, but I got it in, and now, I had to do like some PowerPoint presentations to go with it too. But I made those and turned it in, and now I'm just waiting for the grade at the end of the.
I mean, if there were Taylor Swift pictures in that PowerPoint, then I mean, instant A. You know,
I'm never going to live the. It's not even me, and I'm never going to live the.
Not until the breakup song.
No, not till then, buddy. That's what it's going to take.
Now they're talking baby.
Oh man, stop. I saw some stuff on NFL memes that was funny as hell. And since we're talking the NFL, just real quick, we've got our good buddy Matt, who does our show with us, back from the depths of despair. What's happening, man? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm not dead yet, Joe.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. I didn't say dead. I said the depths of despair. I checked myself before I wrecked myself, brother. It's good to see you, man. Of course, we can't see him yet. He's having a few laptop problems, so he may stay on his avatar today, which is a nipple right now, by the way, if you weren't aware.
I forgot to load the logo. I may have to come out and come back in.
And here's a guy that loves nipples. What's up, Jed? How you doing, man?
Jed.
Oh, in depths of despair. I know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, I know you do.
Did you see what I told you last night?
All right, man. Well, listen, we have got a lot to get into today, boys and girls.
Yeah.
The first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, an update on the pop culture atmosphere, starting with the SAG strike. They actually, let me put this up. I grabbed a couple of articles, and one of them was them. You know, you remember like a week or so ago, they said don't go out cosplaying as characters in their movies, and then
Yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
went out, put on
Yeah.
the fact Bob Iger
Yeah.
thing. I thought this was pretty funny. It's from the
Yeah,
Daily
I
News.
thought
They
it-
put out a bunch of
Was that
pictures.
Ryan?
I don't know. I don't think it is. I'm looking right here. It doesn't say. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that's not right. If it is, then that's pretty funny. But these are all photos from them on the picket lines doing different stuff. There's what's his name from Law and Order?
Christopher Maloney.
SVU. Yeah.
Hey, let's
That's
all
it.
go out
Christopher
there and
Maloney.
get more exposure. And
Right, yeah. But they're out there Halloweening it up, on the picket lines.
By the
You
way, you can strike and promote your movie if you're an elite.
Oh
in
my
Hollywood.
God, yeah. We're gonna touch on that too. I didn't grab an
Yeah.
article for that, but we can definitely talk about it. Who is this? Bill Irwin? Yeah, they're just out there trick or treating. They wanted to get seen on Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, that
You
guy
know.
you just showed in the previous picture. I think he's also a magician in addition to being an actor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, got you. But yeah, these guys they're out in force on Halloween, and I just think it's funny that they told people not to be trick or treating as the characters from the movies, and then they go out and do the very same thing. According to Variety, SAG and says sides remain far apart and are on key issues. I find it interesting. Both of them agree on what's up with AI, but the devil's in the details. They say both of them agree that
Yeah.
that the actors need to have a say in whether their likeness is used, but they're talking about the details and stuff. So they're not done. This may get pushed to next year, which isn't bothering the studios at all.
Look-
I don't think.
Looks like
Um,
that picture you had was Mickey's glove with the middle finger up.
Yeah.
So-
They just cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on just a second. Let me put it back up real quick so people can see it. Yeah, that middle finger's
Yeah.
going straight up. Trust me, folks. They just cut it off to make it
I think
viewer friendly.
South Park did it.
Disney can sue them for that glove. That is
That's image and
right
likeness.
there. That is. Yeah.
But it falls under the parody law, so they're safe.
Yeah, so they can go fuck themselves.
That's right.
Ugh. I am no fucks mood right now.
Well, I tell you what.
Mm.
First of all, the strike thing. I've said from the beginning, and I still hold to this. This is all a big reboot for Hollywood.
It is. Oh, yeah.
That's why they're sitting back and just sitting on their hands. They're going to let this go till next year. And we got more proof of that today. Unbelievable. We had this South Park episode drop, the Pandaverse, which you haven't.
God.
If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. You will die laughing. The funniest part to me wasn't the inclusivity verse or whatever the fuck it was, where Cartman was a black girl, but the part that was the funniest to me was all the fucking handyman became billionaires because they were the only ones who knew how to fix shit. It was hilarious, man. I was dying. That was
and in the first minute or two, they just started hardcore slamming on Disney.
Oh yeah,
I started laughing because they didn't just go in, they went in knuckles deep and pushed the fist all the way up to to your elbow. Like that's how far Matt and Trey went in.
They went pretty good on it, man. To give them credit, they always do this. We were Cartman. We were the guys that drove Kathleen Kennedy to do all this shit for bashing her all the time.
I was a little disappointed at the ending when they went to where Cartman's from or whatever.
Yeah,
I was really hoping they would do like an end of time,
right?
Mickey behind the chair,
right
in the chair, He Who Remains. Like that is where I was hoping they were going with that. But missed opportunity.
Yeah, they always do that. They always at the end sometimes they're like kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
So
let's
except
check
for
out the chat before we get into this, because we got an article to look at that is just insane. E. Clay Thomas is here, and the Dork Knight is here saying looking good, John. Of course, the first guy in the house tonight was Tim. what does he say? If you have a baby, the fourth
No,
seal is broken.
If they have a bad, Taylor
If
Swift
they have
and
a baby-
Kelsey.
Oh
Dude,
yeah. No
if-
shit, right?
If she has a baby and they break up, that is gonna be one hell of a breakup song.
They're not even married yet, guys. Stop it. They're kids. They're
Yeah.
just babies.
Oh yeah, because actors and singers, don't wed a bed at a
Yeah,
wedlock.
they
No,
don't. Yeah.
no, they don't do
Happen,
anything
right,
like that.
Joe?
Do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think Mama Kelsey is going to let Travis have a kid out of wedlock?
Oh hell no.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
Martin says greetings.
Travis is a wild boy.
He's saying hail to all of us.
Yeah, but he's a mama's boy.
Tim says they went all Mr. Hands on Disney. Yeah,
They did.
They went crazy. Everybody's saying hi to each other in the chat, and let's see. Tim says, "AKA man has relations with a horse." Ugh. Yuck.
Mr. Ed. That's who he's like, Mr. Ed. He's like,
But yeah,
"Hey, how do you get that
dude, this
kid?"
dropped today, and I had to bring it to the pop culture update because it's so. First of all, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you guys can check it out. But this is something else right here. This is their cover story on Variety this week. Crisis at Marvel, Jonathan Majors' backup plans, the Marvel's reshoots, and reviving original Avengers, and more issues revealed. Apparently, they're awake to the fact that they are failing. Most of this article has to do with discussions that happened at their annual retreat. And usually it's all high fives and we're doing great things. And this time around, it was, how the hell do we turn this boat around? Because we are hemorrhaging money was the attitude at this thing, apparently. Let me put that in the chat because, you're going to need to check this out, guys, because I'm not going to be able to cover. It's a big article. It is a big piece. So,
well, it just, they're going to try to bring Tony and, Cat back and all the other shit. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's.
And I called this like when
we've
they,
all been talking about it, man.
Yeah,
But now we're finding out it's not speculation anymore.
Yeah,
this is what's been going on.
I said this the minute Endgame ended, right after, and I got out of the theater. I said if the next phase goes bad to a certain point, they're gonna bring Tony back. They're gonna bring Cat back. They're going to bring them all back because that's what your bread and butter is.
Well, it took, 4 years?
Yeah. It took 4 years to fuck it up.
I think there's 2 hurdles there, or maybe 3 hurdles. One, do they want to come back for any price?
Yeah.
2,
I don't think Scarlett Johansson, they're going to have to throw a
she don't.
shit pot full of money at her.
Afford them if they would. And then 3, from a storytelling standpoint, what do you even do with them?
That's where Secret
More
Wars
prequels.
comes in. No, this is where Secret Wars comes in and Loki comes in at that.
But then you cheapen Endgame, or you cheapen whatever. Yeah.
This is why the multiverse is fuckery. Yeah.
No, Endgame was cheapened in the first episode of Loki, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it was.
It was super cheap.
I found that funny. I don't know. I thought it was great that it was all meaningless.
Well, it makes sense from a
according to the
comic
TVA,
standpoint,
yeah.
but because the comic, in the multiverse, the Power Stones only work in the universe they're from.
Yeah, so.
Well, all I know is this: I've been pretty much checked out on a lot of Marvel stuff, especially the Disney Plus stuff, and
it's almost like they put a chick in it and made it lame.
Yeah,
it's almost like they put a chick in it, made her gay and lame. For sure.
I'm probably gonna bust it out.
When they brought him his food, he ordered.
I want it gay and lame.
That's it. Just friggin' crazy. But if we look at this now, I have read the article, so I'll tell you about some of these things they're talking about. Jonathan Majors' backup plans. Their backup plans for that was actually going to be Doctor Doom, guys.
Yeah,
that should have been their A plan.
That should have been the A plan.
Their A plan with Fantastic Four.
It should have been, yeah. The Marvels reshoots. Well, we've heard all about that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was watching Okay.
Did you see
Chris Gore was on the Nerdrotic Daily today, and he snuck into the Texas screening of it, where he's first of all, these things have gotten really high tech. There at this thing he snuck into. He said he put a ball cap on and stuck into this thing because his hair would give him away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said that they gave everybody iPads and had very specific questions for him after the movie was over with. He said he had to marvel at the high tech way they're doing this now, but he said, yeah, it didn't go over well with the audience. The movie didn't.
Oh,
So,
hell no.
But reviving the original Avengers, yeah, they're actually talking about bringing back those guys, and it would cost them so much money. They're already losing money. I mean,
That's why
that
they
would
need to
be.
recast.
And that's the thing. If they do it, they're going to only be able to do it once,
No, they're
maybe
not.
twice. That's not the foundation of a fucking franchise.
It's they're going back to what they know works, and it'll work for a bit, but you have to continue the story.
Yeah, you have
And
to
if they
continue
come
the story
out-
at some point.
And I'm going to say the Death Note of the MCU will be if they fuck up the Fantastic Four movie. You
Yeah.
fuck that up, you're done.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm not. I don't care for Fantastic Four, so that's not going to be a thing for me.
That's like
Fantastic
if-
Four has been fucked up in every movie, as far as I'm concerned. So,
Well,
Well,
no.
you're the non-comic book guy.
Yeah, so
Doc.
the
What do
best-
you want to see out of the Marvel MCU? What do you want to see out of it? Because I know
what I want to see.
Here,
Here's the only thing, because I don't know any of these storylines, right?
Mhm.
But here's the one thing that I want to see: where are the fucking X-Men?
they're coming.
Hello. Wouldn't
That's
that
all
be
I
the
care about.
first thing you would have done when you got Fox?
That's all I care. Yeah, that's all I cared about. That's all I wanted since they acquired them. Is what's the plan to get them in there?
Yeah.
They've had the
That's
rights
it.
for.
I
like
don't care
10
about anything
years,
else but
right?
that.
Yeah.
That's how you
Huh?
reboot it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You reboot it, put it back in the 60s, make them
Yeah,
period pieces,
Yeah.
and do the X-Men as a 60s piece,
Fantastic
do
Four.
Fantastic Four as a 60s period piece. And then you can do later movies in future decades.
And then you shoot them.
kind of like
forward.
when they rebooted X-Men under the Fox banner. They did
Yeah.
the same thing. They did it in
It's-
different decades.
Yeah,
You know,
and it took
Wookie in the chat saying Marvel is savable, Star Wars is not. That's
Yeah.
completely false.
Yeah.
That's completely false. All you know what you do for Star Wars? You don't put anything out for a couple years.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
will be
there's got to be a
starving.
lull. There's
We will
got to
be
be a lull.
starving
That's-
for it
that's
as soon
one
as
of-
it's brought back. So it would be the heights of the Force Awakens. That's all you got to do. Will they do that? Probably not. But
I don't think they have the confidence to let there be a 2-year lull.
Yeah.
No,
It's
no.
just-
But here's the thing. One thing this mentions, and hopefully they're learning from this. They're putting out nonstop content, man, and that was the plan the whole time. They put out a movie, and then I don't know if you've noticed, but every time they put out a movie, a week later another series starts, and then a
Yeah.
movie will come out, and another series starts.
Yeah, they're doing movie series,
the-
movie
Loki
I
series.
think it's kind of
ends-
the other way around. It was TV series and then a movie, and then it was the movie dealt with what happened in the TV show.
Okay, check it out. The day that friggin' Loki ends is the day that the Marvels is releasing.
Yeah.
It coincides every time. You know, it's crazy. Martin says at this point, I don't want another Fantastic Four crappy tryout. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say this: the most true to the books was
Roger Corman's.
the right. Yeah, see, I knew John was gonna call. See, he got Roger Corman's was the most true, realistic.
And what's funny is
the
that
book.
was just like the last Fox one.
Yeah.
That was one just to keep the license.
Yeah.
But they
But
actually
Roger
used the source
Corman's-
material in it apparently because I've
Roger
never seen it.
Corman's was the fucking
But I've heard that
best
a lot.
out of all
I'll
of
get
them.
you, Joe.
Yeah.
I'll get you a download for. I'll put it somewhere so
I
you can
got you.
download it. So
Oh,
Oh
I've
yeah,
got it.
Joe. One night, me and you and grab a bunch of guys. We can
Or-
watch it in.
Yeah,
Discord.
we could do a Discord watch for.
Yeah, dude, we need to do a Discord watch of that.
Well, you know, we'll talk about it after the show. We'll talk
Yeah.
about when we're going to do that first because I really want, the first one I want to do is V. So,
Yeah.
okay.
For
And Wookie
Vendetta?
says a decade off of Star
Yeah.
Wars. Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
upset with Star Wars. It's not even funny. That,
Well,
but,
as- As far
and
as
I can
Kang's,
And there
understand
was a good 3 decades, so let's bring it back.
as far as the plans for Kang, my tagline tells what they should do.
He who does not remain.
Yeah.
He who does not remain.
Remain.
Don't forget it either. That's awesome. Ruben says iPad and tech, it is all psychology and data gathering to find out how to continue to manipulate you and continue to consume. Absolutely, man. That movie hasn't even
No, it
wasn't
wasn't,
even released.
but
No, it wasn't.
it was the most
Yeah, it's
All
definitely
right.
out there. You can
I'll
find.
check it out here in a little bit there, Big Daddy. Let's see.
It's so good, it's not even available.
Right. Hey, the Dork Knight. Yeah. He's saying hi to Danny. But yeah, man, this article, I put it in the chat, and here I'll put it in here again. I want you guys to go read this thing because, dude, so many crazy things are in there. For instance, they point out the fact that, like I said, they were putting CGI, changing things on the fly so much that even after shows had premiered, they were changing episodes, putting shit in it. And that was one of their excuses for why the CGI was so bad, because they were doing it so last minute. She-Hulk,
Yeah.
we find out that show right there had a $25 million price tag per episode.
And with that, you get PS2 cutscenes.
Yes,
Yeah.
$25 million. For
Guys,
that
I already
bunch of
established this. You had to be drinking while watching. Okay,
That's true.
I made that quite clear.
Knock enjoyed it, but he
I
was
enjoyed
drunk
it
when he was watching.
While I was drinking, yeah, it was just fine. It was just fine while you're drinking. Just understand that, okay? It's drinkable.
So were the writers.
Right? Is Marvel and Disney to not care. They want to change Gen A, Z, Y. They are going for the kids. Well, yeah, they've been doing that for a long time. The iPad-niverse, Padna-stone, yeah. That was funny. The Panderstone, yes. But yeah, man, go check that article out. You're going to find out a lot of stuff. Oh, shoot. Hey, Gridiron Masters is here. He says Star Wars
Hey.
beyond lightsabers and spaceships. Disney is an ESG corporation. Yes, it is not capable of producing what Star Wars is beyond shallow mockery. Yeah. I think with this being exposed to the public through Variety, which a lot of people pay attention to, and if this next thing that I saw happens, this is going to be interesting too. Apparently, there's a rumor that a nuclear bomb full of emails and notes detailing Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm's story groups' disgusting behavior to be released. And Gina Carano actually talked about this in her little thing she said the other day on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it was a pretty nice little statement she put out there. She's been quiet for a long time. She's been taking the high road. And what's the girl's name that's in Snow White?
Rachel Ziegler.
Rachel Ziegler.
Brett Cooper.
Brett Cooper.
No,
Yeah,
it's Brett
yeah.
Cooper. Have you seen that? It looks awesome. I got chills from that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Brett Cooper
the
one.
friggin' apparently Rachel Ziegler, some of what she was saying kind of triggered Miss Carano, and she finally unloaded on Disney.
Oh, and did she
and it was
ever?
sweet. If you haven't
Oh my God,
if you haven't
was
seen
awesome.
that, go check it out. It's pretty good. She unloaded on him.
The
She
gloves
let him
are
have
off.
it with both barrels. Do what, Matt? What'd you say?
The gloves are off.
The gloves are off, and you know
Mickey-
she's a
Mickey's
fighter.
gloves are
So,
off.
oh man, she had nothing nice to say about Disney, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Something else that happened that I didn't get an article on it, but I saw it right before it came on, and Matt alluded to it. Ziegler has been. They're calling her a scab now because she's crossing the picket line. She's going to be promoting the fucking Hunger Games movie. She's going on the red carpet, man.
Yeah, and that.
They got
now-
Lionsgate got some sort of special dispensation to be able
Right.
to promote the movie, which begs the question: what do you have to do to get one of these waivers? You know, who's
And
Well,
how does that
she
make
agrees?
all the actors that have been seeing their movies tanking during this thing? How does that make all them feel that didn't get this exception?
Well,
right?
Yeah.
you should watch Midnight
Um,
Eds in the morning because Paulie, Latino Slant, and Script Doctor went at it about this.
Really?
With Script Doctor saying that it wasn't a big deal because that's how, it's because Lionsgate said, hey, we're going to give you what you want. We're just going to operate as if you've got that.
Oh, I know what Paulie said. Paulie was like,
And
"Hey,
Paulie
what
was
about
like,
everybody
no.
else?"
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what happened.
yeah. I know what he said. Yeah, I love Paulie to death. I know exactly what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sort of makes
Um,
a strike pointless if you have defectors.
If you have people going over the line,
Yep.
man,
Yep.
and Ziegler she is messing up left and right. But
They've
this
already
one
pushed
isn't.
back.
This one isn't Ziegler
Here.
though. This one's being
Oof.
manipulated by the movie producers. I am sure.
Oh
that this
yeah,
is being-
she's nothing but a
being-
fucking puppet.
Yeah, she's just a pawn in it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Martin says Star Wars is a classic tale of good versus evil. Do not expect an evil company to deliver a continuation of that. Yeah, yeah. Oof.
I think it's crazy. They push back Snow White a year, and then they completely changed the dwarf to guess what? CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back to dwarves.
It's
but
crazy.
Martin has
man.
a good point about Star Wars. If Amazon buys it, Apple buys it, whoever, nothing will change.
Yeah, it's gonna be ESG. all the
It's
way.
just if another corporation gets its hand. I mean, and at this point, a lot of people wanted to see. A lot of people wanted to see George get his hands back on.
Yeah, but
at this point, he's so old.
Yeah.
By the time he got anything made,
Does he not
might
have like a
even be-
son or something like that? Someone that could,
Yeah. His
Just
daughter-
because the father's creative doesn't mean
Yeah,
the
no,
son is
I-
creative.
Yeah,
who knows?
his daughter
For all we
Katie
But
know,
Lewis-
I hear what
if
you're
he has,
saying.
like, a
Somebody that
manuscript
gives
somewhere,
a
he can
about
follow
the
it,
property to fucking, actually get the right people working on it. I understand what you're saying, Doc. Yeah, absolutely. I wish. I don't know that he has a kid at all.
I think he does.
Yeah, his
I'm
daughter
not
Katie Lucas was involved with the Clone Wars
Okay.
the TV series.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there would have to be like a greater cultural shift
Mm-hmm.
before Star Wars.
Well, the
changed.
pendulum's swinging, guys.
Yeah, it is.
It's swinging.
Did you see Drinkers? Did you see Drinkers video about it? He said,
I haven't watched anything
he
by Drinker
says,
in a while.
It
man.
says we're winning. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, Gary's saying the same thing.
yeah.
But that's all fine and good. But guys, if this is happening now, we're not going to see the results of it
For
a
another
while.
4 to 5, 6, 8 years.
And with the strike going on, we're really not going to see it for a while. So, get ready for more bad movies, bad TV shows.
I mean, why do you think we're doing the knock list? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly,
going back.
because you've got nothing good to watch.
I'm
right?
looking back.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing where I'm at now. It's like these
what a
movies
lot
suck
of people are
these
doing.
days.
It's what people in comic books have been doing for about 5 years now.
I've been
I only
doing
buy-
it since fucking New 52. So
Yeah. Well, hey, I bought the Supergirl series of New 52, and I enjoyed it. But I know a lot of New 52 sucks. But
What's
Supergirl
going
was
on now in DC and even
Mm-hmm.
in Marvel makes the New 52 look good.
yeah, I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
But-
I didn't know much about comics, but I know at the time a lot of people had issues with 52. I didn't know
yeah.
much, but I knew that.
Sure. Well, I mean, they rebooted just a few years later after they started it. I mean, it didn't take very long. Martin says his kids didn't want to take the company. That's one of the arguments that Iger used to convince him to sell it. Yeah.
Well, his children suck then.
They suck. They obviously don't like money, or they think they've got enough. I guess. I don't
They
know.
must be dumb. They must not have done anything.
But I just
Yeah,
think it's
tells me-
really interesting.
They
Go-
could be
go
like
ahead.
the Broccoli family with the Bond series,
Right.
and they
That's
wouldn't
been
have to
passed
work on
on.
it day to day
Mhm.
to have
Yeah.
ownership of it.
Yep, for sure, man. Oh man, I fear for the future of that. But luckily, nothing's in production, so hopefully we can ride this pendulum swing to the next Bond movie, and it'll have swung back
we
the
need-
other way.
We need a Lucas grandson or granddaughter
Right.
to like
Yeah.
rise from the ashes and be like, I'll take it over.
I think Disney can do it, but Iger's not the man to have at the helm. And what's really got to happen, guys, is ESG's got to go away, and I don't know that that's going to go away.
What is
anytime soon.
ESG?
Oh, dude.
Oh
Equity-
Jesus! Oh yeah, that's
What
a
is
long
it?
story.
Environmental,
Yeah.
social, and governance.
social, social and
okay,
governance.
yeah.
This
I
has to
remember
do
us
with
talking about this.
finance, buddy.
Okay.
It has to do with finance. The reason why they do a lot of this diversity stuff is so they can get loans to make
It's
more
the
stuff.
checklist, and then you can
Yes.
get at the award show now. You can check the boxes off. At the award
Yeah,
Right.
if you get enough
That's it.
virtue points, you can get your loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's all about finance, and it was started with the social credit score over in China.
Yeah, social
and
credit. Yeah.
and the Western world decided to come up with their own form of it, and that's what you're seeing. That's why you're seeing all
Now,
this
the
stuff.
good news is some state legislatures, I guess at least in the red states, have taken notice of it finally, and they have passed some legislation, or are, depending on the state, in the process of passing legislation to try to limit companies being punished for not meeting, certain ESG metrics.
I believe it's under antitrust. I think that they're doing it. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the details of it, but
it's clearly
yes.
it's clearly not a constitutional
No.
process.
You're putting handcuffs on people, man. It's you're telling somebody how to run their business, and that's just not the way to go.
The two biggest companies driving ESG is BlackRock and Vanguard, and both are heavily leveraged in China.
Yeah.
And one of those two, a few months ago, I don't know if it was BlackRock or Vanguard, one of those two sold off some Disney stock in the past year. So, but I'm sure that went to some other entity, absorbed that's just as bad.
Oh, the guy that wants to make Disney better probably brought it.
Oh yeah. What's his name? I can't remember his name, but
Norman Peltz. Nelson Peltz. Nelson Peltz.
That's it. Yep. Okay. Well, we're not going to get into the finance discussion of this stuff. I just wanted to make people aware of that Variety article and the Bounding into Comics article, and know this. It's gonna take a little while, but we are winning, folks. It is starting to swing. So,
just one quick financial note.
Yeah.
Ike Perlmutter threw his shares behind Nelson Peltz.
Ooh, that's a good swing right there. That's good stuff.
That's a very good swing.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's if the consumer would remember this, if there's any point I want to give to you guys about the finances of Hollywood, they need you. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
So if you don't like what they're putting out, don't go see it.
I want to say this, and I've said this for years. All these businesses need us.
Yes.
They need Marvel, whatever is out there. Yep. If they don't have us to buy their shit, they will not have a company.
And look, the friggin' they're getting the message loud and clear. Look, let me show you this real quick. Let me pull it up. I use it every week, and I've been saying I was going to start doing it on this show, but I keep forgetting to do it at the beginning. Hang on. Let me pop this up here. Weekend box office for last week. Have you got a fan going there, Noc?
Sounds like a vibrator in the background.
No, I was tapping the chair.
Okay. What we got here, boys and girls, is the weekend box office for last weekend. And that was when Five Nights at Freddy's opened up, and it was number one. Taylor Swift is number two. Her concert is number two, guys, and it has nothing to do with Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's completely by her.
Being out for 3 weeks. Yeah,
and it's been out for 3 weeks, and it's number two. Killers of the Flower Moon. Hang on, real quick. Let me go back to the week before. When the week that Killers of the Flower Moon opened up, Taylor Swift's second week outdid it. And that's a Scorsese Academy Award bait movie.
Yeah, it's Oscar bait.
Now,
bait movie.
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon sounds like it's more of a targeted audience. It sounds like, it's not like a date movie.
No.
I love how
I
love how they put Nightmare Before Christmas 30th Anniversary Edition out because they knew they would make money on that.
Yeah.
So
it's still making money. It's number 7 this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that Angel Studios After Death came in 4th.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're doing well.
They're doing gangbusters.
And you know what? These movies aren't costing them shit either.
Yeah.
Nope.
They aren't. And much like Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm pretty sure that one is pretty close to breaking even already.
Yeah,
Because I know it didn't cost shit to make.
Yeah.
And I hear now this is based on a video game.
Yeah, I'm
Did I hear
gonna
that?
watch this tonight if I can.
It's like I don't know. I just know I saw the toy all the time at
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Walmart.
watch this.
So
tonight.
that's how I know it.
So,
Martin says, I loved
I know
Five
nothing
Nights at
about it.
Freddy's. I'm hearing good buzz about it. But
yeah.
you see, it's still low. It knocked it out of the park this week at 80 million. You know what I mean? These
Only
things are not
80
doing
million.
I've already seen spoilers online, so it's like, who cares? People are
Well,
have no chill.
you
when
can
it comes to
watch it.
spoilers.
You can watch it on Peacock.
Yeah,
It was
you can
day
watch
and
it on
date
Peacock
released
right
on
now.
Peacock.
Yeah, but it made 80 million. It's a simul. And people could have stayed at home and watched it at home, and people went to see that.
Yeah.
That's
That
a
tells
clear
you
signal they're sending.
Yeah.
That's a clear signal they're sending. Really, man, it really is.
I mean, check it out, Joe. It had a budget of 20 million, and it began filming in February and ended in April. Like it took like a month to create.
Right.
A couple months to create.
And it's made $80 million.
Yep.
And that's what these guys are going to have to do. They're going to have to go back to making decent. Fuck the franchise. Just make a good fucking movie and do it at a low price. And that's where
make
John's
fun
point
Marvel
about
for
interesting movies.
recasting the original crew of the Avengers makes sense.
And
They won't have to spend all that money.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna
You'll
bring
be
something
spending the
about,
money on the cast. I don't know about that. So it's going to be
So-
a lot of money for the cast.
and I'm gonna say this what John said about the new Snow White that Daily Wire's gonna do with
Mhm.
his sister in it. She looks like Snow White, and they did a whole Disney open, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
And she
I
turned-
saw
did you-
that teaser they
Well,
had.
it's really
It
not
was
hard
awesome.
it's really not hard to look like Snow White. You just have to have
Yeah.
fair skin. That's the only and wear a dress. Like
Dude,
that's the
no,
only
not
requisite
what-
of being Snow
Not
White.
what I'm trying to say here, dude, is they actually did it respect and properly.
We don't even
they
know.
went back.
We don't even know anything about. Is there even an actual trailer out? Not
Yes,
just for
there
No,
is
there
an actual.
there
I'm
is.
not talking about
There's a teaser.
a dumb forest scene where she's walking around and there's a lot of scenery. I'm talking about a real trailer.
I know, but
Martin
just
says,
the
fuck
teaser
the
was
franchise, just make the movie and make it great. And put
Yeah.
a chick in it and make her gay. And more lame. Damn it.
All I know
Yeah,
is
that
Rick
Panderverse,
Cooper
guys, you
had
gotta
about
check out the
40
Panderverse.
apples in those baskets.
awesome. Uh-huh.
Those baskets were loaded down.
All right, boys and girls. Well, yeah, that's our update on pop culture this week. I knew we were going to be on that for a while. That's why I said we.
Well, hopefully, there's no more Marvel horror movies either, though. God.
Marvel
Yeah.
horror movies.
Yeah, they tried to do the New Mutants
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
horror movie.
Oh yeah. I remember that. But you
Dude,
know
but-
what, dude? I
New
like
Mutants wasn't
parts
that
of
bad.
that movie because my favorite mutant is in it. My girl, Ilyana Rasputin.
And they released it at the worst possible
Magic?
time.
Yeah, they did during COVID, and
I mean,
you know,
That they had to
I
get it
still
out
ended
there
up
because
seeing
it was
it.
already, I think, had been filmed like a couple years prior to that. So
Yeah.
they had to
I
get it
just
out.
like
the
when
door.
they're in group and she says, they're saying about how did your powers manifest, and they're telling their stories, and she just goes, I killed 13 people.
Yeah,
liked
I love Liliana. Joe, that would be me right there. That's
Right.
me.
I think for me, I want to see some more. I want to see more Raw, and my best example for that is Logan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get me more down to earth, Raw, just freaking. Yeah,
Right.
it's just
Right. I'm
God,
sure
man.
if that's the case, then I'm sure you love Daredevil on Netflix, right?
I enjoy. I didn't watch the whole series, but yeah, I watched the first two seasons. It takes too long for those shows to come out, and I forget about them.
Yeah. It's
And then it was canceled, so I was like, I don't feel like watching.
that's the best that Disney, or excuse me, not Disney, but Marvel Studios has ever put on television.
I
don't
agree.
care what anybody says. Daredevil is the best thing they've ever done.
And people ripped on season 3, but I like season 3. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought the
I
whole
liked
thing
it
was
too.
good.
Yeah. Let's see. Gridiron Master says Star Wars 1977 was made with like $10 to $20 million, model kits and makeup can go a long way, but no one knows how to do that anymore. Well,
So you're
yeah,
saying we need to hire a handyman.
we need to hire a handyman
Got
to put
it.
these
Okay.
models together
Who's
so we
got
can make
their
these
phone?
movies.
Take out your phone, guys. Who's got a phone to take out?
Hang
We
on,
know
I
how
got
to.
it. Let me call the handyman.
Okay. Call the hand. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I need
That was my favorite part of the Panderverse, man. It really was. You know,
I'll pay you
Oh.
$55 to put me in the
when they
other one.
order the catapult to storm the college and nobody can put it together.
Dude, I was so
That was so
laughing
great.
because I've took time to learn shit because my grandparents said, "Hey, when you get older, you're gonna know how to learn, do things." So I was like, "Okay,
Cool.
yeah."
All right, boys and girls, that's it for the Hollywood update. Next, we get to talk about Loki, a show that these guys are enjoying. And after watching this episode of it, I'm convinced that the people writing at Disney are just a bunch of trolls.
No, you know what's gonna
they're
happen?
trolling their audience. That's just all there is to it.
This is gonna lead into the next movie. They're gonna reset the universe again.
No, they're not going to reset the universe. What they're going to do is they're going to it's supposed to be set up for Kang.
Yeah, but
Destiny, the
Yeah.
Destiny of Kang. Or the Dynasty of Kang.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I'm just want. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
if the Jonathan Majors thing goes really sideways, you may have Renslayer basically take Jonathan Majors' place.
yes.
Well,
The
that might be a
woman-
problem.
Yeah.
That might be a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
she's not.
Yeah, John.
you
What
know,
John said. I don't know why. but
She's
why, John? Hang on,
she's
Jed.
not-
Why, John?
That's because she got pruned.
She's not dead. Did you see the teaser for the
Well-
next 2 episodes?
No, I never watched those because
Right.
I don't want to get
John-
spoiled.
If
Yeah.
there's one thing we learned is that somehow
Yeah,
She
it'll be
can come
another
back.
alternate.
Well, one thing we've learned for sure is there's no consequences in the Disney universe anymore.
Yeah. That's the
Somehow.
reason
Why
when
are
she
you
died, I
worried
was
about
like,
it?
she's coming back.
they'll find a variant of her,
Yeah.
and then they'll play a movie for her or a recording for her, and it'll all just work.
Ugh. Tim says a friend of mine and his wife are in Spider-Man Far From Home when they are on the airplane, not in the theatrical version. I got you.
So they were
Very
cut from
cool.
the movie. Got it.
Yeah, they're on the cutting room floor. Got to take this call. I'll be back when I'm off. If you're still on, take care, Dork. Good to see you, man. Glad to hear
See you,
you're on
Danny.
your feet.
By the way, I do have one thing I wanted to point out about Loki. I am.
Go ahead.
You'll
Oh,
all
we're
be
not done
shocked to
talking
know-
about Loki. Trust me, I got a lot to say about this episode. Go ahead.
Oh,
You'll be shocked to know that I am not a hairdresser, and nor have I ever played one on TV. But I don't know what they're doing with Sylvie's hair. Okay,
Yeah, I
I don't-
mentioned it. Did I not say that?
Yeah,
I hate it.
Knock
I hate
hates
her.
it.
I
Hates it.
hate it. I
She
want
looks so
I want
good in the
season one
first
hair. I want it now. It's my money, and I want it now. You know that the hair is awful.
I mean, I just Googled Sylvie in the comics, and she has nice hair there. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
understand
think it was
the
like the
choice
whole
there.
'90s look or something like that they were going for, and then he was trying to blend in more with the time or something like that, or '80s or whatever it was. She thought.
Yeah.
All I
80s.
know is I all of a sudden relate with her in this entire thing. I really do. I'm the guy at McDonald's that doesn't want to leave. This is stupid shit. Friggin' the clock is ticking. Your favorite thing is going on. There's a timer. Things are gonna blow up, Knock, and they're gonna go have pie. What the fuck? What is that? That is the dumbest thing in the world.
Well, what
and I
else
want
are
to
they
know
gonna go? Just stand
and I'll tell
around?
you, they could like speed up fixing the process. Look, the other thing I want to know is who in fucking Disney Marvel is so obsessed with fucking spaghetti? The fucking
I mean,
Eternals had
Mom
monsters that
Spaghetti.
was all fucking wiry spaghetti. And then you had
M&M just put out that new sauce for spaghetti. And
and then
it's
Mr.
there. It's out
Fantastic
there.
got turned into spaghetti, and then your boy Kang got totally spaghettied out. What the fuck?
I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. We
Oh,
finally got
I
to
did
see.
too. I really
it-
ded. I laughed my ass off when it happened. I
Well,
was
we've
like,
done
yeah, these
for
guys
like 4
took so
episodes, and then
long
finally
to
had-
do this. It was too late.
I thought it was great.
Oh man.
Overall, I've enjoyed Loki. I mean, there's plenty of Disney Marvel series that I have not liked. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier may have been the low point, but I've enjoyed Loki.
She-Hulk was the low point.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed
I
Loki,
think
and I
Secret
enjoyed parts of WandaVision, and really, other than that, there hasn't been too much I've been able to like. So I'm trying to savor this series, since I'm sure the next one.
Oh
maybe
yeah,
another
me
downer.
too.
You weren't around when
The
it started,
Samuel
man.
Jackson
The first
one,
episode
I don't
confused
remember the
the fuck
title
out of
stuff.
me. I was totally checked out after that.
Yeah.
And then
Well, with Secret Invasion, how do you have Samuel L. Jackson, Martin Friedman, the chick from How I Met Your Mother, what's her name? Maria Hill, I forget the actress's name.
Yeah, the one they killed
Focus
off in the
Smothers.
second episode or whatever.
Yeah. How do you have all these good actors and actresses on the show and it suck? But it somehow.
I tell you what, the whole scroll thing, fuck them. That whole storyline, I don't give a shit about those people.
it's actually
Okay.
great in the comic books, though. That's the problem, Noc. It's great in the
Whatever it is, it's not translating for
comic
me.
books.
Mhm.
Dude, all the superheroes were involved in it. You didn't know which superheroes were fucking Skrulls.
No,
was
and it
awesome.
turned out most of the main
And these
characters
idiots
were
at fucking
skulls.
Disney took all
Yeah.
the superheroes out of the fucking story.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? They should have saved it for the Fantastic Four. It goes really well with the Fantastic Four, man. But let me hit the chat real quick. Martin says, now Kang is a chick. Will she be gay? I don't know, but surely will be more lame, no doubt. And E. Clay Thomas says, the fact that you guys obsess over her hair so much makes me question your
Listen,
man.
all I'm saying, well, look, I'm a
I would
hair
like to
guy. That's
point
what I'm
out that-
attracted to. Okay, Matt is attracted to hair for obvious reasons, and I'm just saying,
I don't have any.
yeah. I'm a fan of women with longer hair. Like it's just my thing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like short hair, I don't like it at all.
And my punishment
that's just me.
is, I
But then her
like
hairstyle's bad.
long hair redheads. So
Right.
I don't even care the color really, but it's just but her hairstyle just looks so dumb on her. Because I really liked her hairstyle from the year before. It's just something that jumped out at me.
Did anybody think of Jurassic Park whenever they saw the little clock person on somebody's pad going
yes,
Yeah.
Did anybody think of
that
that?
was an Easter egg actually that they put it in there on purpose.
I think I missed that. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
I
while
was
since
like,
I've seen Jurassic.
man.
I'll watch the whole series again at some point.
Oh, you can't forget that out of Jurassic Park when that idiot hacker puts that. Remember,
I'm talking
Samuel L.
about-
Jackson actually
no,
said,
no,
it, "I hate
no,
this
no, no.
hacker crap."
Hang on, Joe. You're on the wrong thing. I'm talking about in Loki. I didn't see the.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
well, you
I know.
said I couldn't forget it. It's like
I
as
think
if
somebody else said that they hadn't seen Jurassic.
okay. My bad.
Yeah. Let's see. Tim says, Das Wolfen, you can now be John Babyface Das Wolfen. Oh, check you out.
Actually, he should be Das Up.
You bigot short hairist
Oh yeah, sorry.
or phobe, whatever fits better.
I'm a follicle. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the fact he's Newman. Newman.
Newman.
Newman.
Boy, Newman got a surprise in that Jeep.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
I don't know. The end. It ended like the fucking final episode of The Sopranos, and I know we got two more episodes to go. The
Makes me
We're back-
sad.
We're back to square one. Makes you sad, really. You like this thing that much?
Well, and I think what it is, the other funny thing is that they have time because these aren't half-hour episodes like we got in Mandalorian where they just all like where there's like just go nowhere episodes. Like there's actually stuff going on and plot happening. Things are moving in these. Whether we understand them or not is one thing, but things are actually happening in these shows.
Yeah.
So in these episodes, I like that they're 50 minutes, 55 minutes or longer, so they can expand and take their time. It's not everything's rushed.
Yeah,
When they're trying to stop a bomb.
Mandalorian, the bounty hunter who wanted a one-seat Naboo starfighter. Yeah, you're a bounty hunter and you want one seat in your vehicle. Okay, gotcha.
That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. What about your cargo, bro?
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it at?
Although I guess maybe he's left those bounty hunting days behind.
Tim says they took the Congo as a penalty.
Bruh.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, where is this going, man? It's all been obliterated. So I guess they can do anything now, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, guys. Those of you that's been watching it and enjoying it, what is the significance of the one Loki pruning the other Loki?
Because
that?
it's kind of like the Back to the
closes,
Future thing.
It closes a time loop, is what it
Yep,
does.
what John was just. I was going to say that too.
Okay. All right. Because that confused the fuck out of me too. I was like, "What the hell? Where'd this guy come from?"
You don't understand.
That Loki had to get pruned when the light turned green.
Yeah.
In order for him to go back. Well, that Loki never did. So, in order to go back, he pruned it.
That must
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Loki, okay,
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's all.
Yeah, Loki is.
Yeah, I understand. What I'm saying is, I didn't know the significance of the green light on that thing. I thought maybe that meant the loom was about to blow up.
You didn't hear when they said, "Hey, minute the green light goes, you have to die or something."
Well, Jed, remember this was like 3 weeks ago, and Joe can only barely remember yesterday. So,
hello,
hello, give him a break.
Too much weed when I was a bartender, brother. Short-term memory is bad. Okay, it's just the way it is.
Throw me a freaking bone here,
that's the reason why he bitches at us every Monday night, huh, Noc?
Well, all I can tell you is my dream is that somehow Jessica Jones ends up at the TVA and has gotten her PhD or something to where Short Round can call her Dr. Jones, but that will probably not happen.
I mean,
dude, I'd love to hear him say Dr. Jones.
Based on the Jessica Jones show, all that would happen is just
love Dr. Jones.
or he says some shit from the Goonies.
Oh my god!
All I can ever think about when it comes to Jessica Jones is just Luke Cage pounding the shit out of her. So I mean, I that's all that'll happen.
I was like, my boy hit Jessica Jones. What's
I love that show, man.
I couldn't get into it. I tried.
I liked every one of the shows.
Oh, the villain was pretty wicked.
Luke Cage got into
it. Iron Fist. I mean, and even that, it being the weakest show, it was still better than anything they put out on fucking
Here's
Disney
the thing
Plus.
about that. I so wanted Iron Fist to be because, like, Luke Cage and Iron Fist were like one of my favorite comics as I was growing up.
That
and
was the street level bad guy.
I was so hyped that he's good, and they were going to be in an episode, and they did good with Luke Cage, but then fucked up Iron Fist. I was so pissed.
Well, the Danny Rand casting, that was of all the leads on those shows, that was the only really misfire.
It was
big time. My brother, who is a huge Iron Fist fan, called it Iron Puss.
And apparently on the set, they didn't care for him either. I read that one time.
Wow.
But now
Martin says,
Connie was great. His girlfriend was great.
Yeah. And
I so wanted a Daughters of the Dragon series.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We never got it.
Martin says it all makes sense if you think about it.
If you don't know it, if you don't think about it.
Right. If you don't think about it. I'm sorry.
That's what you said.
Check it out. Yeah. You only need to bring back the head, so you don't need much room for that. Oh my God. Plus the joke from Seinfeld that has aged poorly. The Ukraine is weak. Oh my God. But yeah, did you guys enjoy the episode? Noc, I know you love the way it ended. I'm sure.
Well, I know what it's gonna lead into, and they're finally gonna pay off some of the things they've been talking about for the last.
Are they though? Are they?
Yes, they did. Because
they've done that before. They've acted like they're gonna pay something off. And they never did.
John, I actually
are we going back to what was the show? Ahsoka? Yeah. Big payoff at the end of that one.
No, there is some things they've been talking about, especially Morbius for like the last 2 seasons. They're gonna pay it off. I've already seen some of the stuff from the last 2 episodes, so they are.
So we're gonna see like another Mobius.
Yeah, well, you'll see. It will make sense. And I was like, oh, they did this. Okay.
Iron Fist sounds like a proctologist. Ouch.
Yep. Not good.
Let's not do any spoilers for the next 2 episodes.
Oh, I'm not. I just
going to talk about these.
I accidentally saw them, and I was like, "Fuck."
Well, Noc? What did you think of it? You've been the champion of this show so far. What did you think of it?
I mean, I think it's. I like the whole thing. For me, I don't know why, and who knows what's going to happen in these next 2 episodes. I just keep having that feeling like everything blew up there, and he's just gonna like Loki's just gonna wake up like in a field somewhere.
Right. It's all
Not
fucking
know, like,
dream. It's the
what-
Dallas effect, right? Who shot
he
JR?
has no idea what tree he's in. He doesn't know what's going on, and
Yeah.
you
And
know.
he's gonna
So
find-
that's what I don't know what's gonna happen when everything blows up, or
He's
you
going
know,
to find more
maybe someone will
variants.
come back from the past. And,
He's
Mhm.
going to find more variants of the other cast members who don't know who he is. Even though they-
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez, wow.
Yep.
Back
I
to
was
square
right,
one
he-
then.
If I was right, he would have been saved by classic Loki. So we could bring
Oh
him back.
wow. Yeah, man. That I'd love to see him again. That was pretty good. That's probably the best thing about this show is when all those Lokis were in that one episode. That was fucking badass. I thought it was cool as shit.
By the way, Tom Hiddleston's great in that role, I think.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
My big problem with this show is not about him.
No.
Well, that's like
my
every
big
Disney
problem.
show.
And this is every fucking one of their shows. The title character, it's not about them at all.
It's like Ahsoka was about Sabine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
and Thrawn, yeah.
And Thrawn. Yeah. Just I don't get it, man. And plus I've told you guys this before. I'm not into what the bad guys are doing, so I'm kind of leery about this whole thing. So but I know Loki, if there was a misunderstood bad guy, it's Loki. He's very likable and he does help our side a lot.
I've always liked him throughout even the movies. So
Yeah. Well, he's a cool character in the comic books
and,
too.
and
He is.
yeah, he's one of my favorite characters in comic books.
Yeah.
So.
I think it would be super funny if we came full circle and like Loki did the Hulk smash to Hulk for whatever reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't know how that scenario would come about. I just think it'd be funny.
Oh, I would love to see that shit right there.
You know, that's one of the things that we see a little bit now is we finally get to see a little bit of Loki's actual powers.
Yeah,
You never see. All we ever see.
that's
was
one
just
thing I
dueling
like
knives.
too. They're actually using their powers. Yeah, I like that.
I like when he's making people disappear, when he's stopping a building with his mind from falling on him, like in the first season.
Mhm.
You know, I want to see more Loki powers because he's a god.
Yeah.
Like, can we see him do some god things?
Well, okay,
Like,
they did. Okay, if you were watching the show this week, there was a point where they were in a pie room, and she goes, "We aren't gods," and he goes, "But we are," or some shit. Did you?
Well, no.
and
no,
I was like,
the-
"Oh shit!" Now they're gonna pull this in. So
The line was we're messing with people like we're gods.
yeah, and he goes, "We are gods."
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was another hint right there.
I don't think that has anything to do with his powers, but okay. I think that was just a moral dilemma that they were discussing. So
Let's see.
I think Loki's gonna be the one to take over TVA at some point, or Sylvia. will
TVA,
be.
huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Martin says Hulk is a soy boy now. Loki beating his ass is not in the realm of impossibility. Yeah, impossible. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
I don't enjoy
they've
Smart Hulk.
nerfed him to hell and back.
Oh yeah,
That's why my brother doesn't watch. He doesn't like any of the Marvel stuff since Infinity War.
Yeah.
He hasn't liked it since Infinity War. When they had Banner running around in a Hulkbuster outfit, he was like, "Fuck this,"
Well,
because he's a big, huge Hulk fan, man.
yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed. There's so this is the thing that breaks the heart of the comic book guy, Noc. If you know the comic book lore, there's so many great stories.
Oh yeah, there is. Like
They really are.
oh yeah,
And what really
I
sucks is when they do something like Secret Invasion and they fuck it up completely, dude.
yeah, Joe, I wouldn't understand that from reading 3 decades worth of literature for Star Wars and then Disney wiping it out in one
Right.
season.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I wouldn't understand that at all.
I know you understand it from that perspective. It's just when it comes to Marvel, you don't know it like we do, and that's where I'm coming from it the same way you do with Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
know,
know all this lore.
The thing
and
that
it's
pissed
just-
me
oh,
off is Adam Warlock was a key figure in the
Oh my
Infinity
God,
Gauntlet.
they did him
and-
so bad. Oh.
Yeah, and then we had the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics were so awesome.
Mhm.
Like
Can I say,
Go ahead.
Silver Surfer is Marvel, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I see Silver Surfer going through more bubbles? That's what I want to see him being a badass and just like any kind of like, you know, Scarlet Witch bubble or something like that.
think
And he just
they're
like
gonna-
peeks his head through. I want to see more of that kind of stuff.
I think they're gonna save
Yeah.
Silver Surfer until Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They're not. From
They're
what
not?
I heard, they're gonna do what's the female Herald? That's who they're doing.
Is it
Oh
Nova?
shit! It's her. It's Frankie. They're gonna
Yep.
have Frankie.
I heard they were.
No-
I heard
Oh
they
my
were going to do
God.
Nova. I heard they were going to do Nova.
Well, they can do Nova, but it won't be Nova. Nova won't be the Herald.
Yeah.
The Herald of
Isn't there like-
Galactus
isn't
is
there like-
going to be a female.
I think there's like a female and a male Nova. I think there's
Could
oh
be.
my God.
But we'll see what happens, man. Well, look, this is what was supposed to happen. Old Bree was supposed to usher in the cosmic part of the Marvel universe. She was supposed to be opening those floodgates for us, and it just has not panned out.
Speaking of that bullshit,
Just to respond to what E. Clay Thomas said, the TVA had magic dampers, so he couldn't use magic. I'm talking about everything he's ever done in every movie ever in existence.
Yeah.
How many times, like when we saw Ragnarok, what was he doing? He was wielding knives. Did he use magic? No. Every time he was in the TV series, when he was out of the TVA, he was using his magic. That was cool.
Yeah.
In none of the movies, aside from his mirror act, you don't see him do anything. Nothing. That's the only power you ever see him use. So I think it's cool that we're finally seeing when he's not at the TVA with the magic damper.
Yeah.
We're seeing more power. That's all I meant.
Yeah. Tim says, will the whole MCU turn out to be in the mind of an autistic
that was
child?
Saint Elsewhere. That was
Dallas
Saint
season
Elsewhere.
9 or all of Newhart. Yeah.
Dude, that's Saint Elsewhere, Dallas, and Newhart.
Lost. Didn't Lost end like that too? They were all actually.
You know, I did just watch. I was telling Joe earlier. I did just watch Psycho, so this could be just that mind of a person.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
What? How fucked up was that? At the end of Saint Elsewhere, you found out was the mind of an autistic kid.
Yeah,
was
it's crazy, man.
That was like, what the fuck?
E-Clay says, "Oh yeah, I agree with that." Yeah. Sure. Okay, so we will continue our review of Loki next week when we go over episode 5. But for the meantime, right now it's the 1st of November. The year is flying by, boys and
It's
girls.
the first of the month.
It is the 1st of the month, which means it's movie time, boys and girls.
This is going to be a short segment for this month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll have time for him to do some of his reviews, but I see. I know John is chomping at the bit for December 1st. That's what he's chomping at the bit.
And
for.
Since December 1st is a Friday and it becomes before our next show, we should talk about December 1st.
Okay. All right. Okay. We can do that.
Okay, John. Go.
If we gotta.
Thank you so nicely.
All right. So we start 2 days from now on Friday. We got Priscilla. I haven't heard much about this one. It's about Priscilla Presley and her life. I'm not sure who's in it, but
rated R.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to tell an Elvis story,
Elvis
you really want to
is
tell
raw
it right.
dogging
It needs to be rated R.
Yeah.
But
he was kind of almost a pedo.
She was a teenager whenever they
was she
started
15?
Yeah, something like that. The visuals look good. I mean, the two actors.
A lot of scenes with people really close together.
Yeah, really close together. No doubt. Kaylee Spaney, I've never heard of her, and Jacob Elordi in the title roles. I don't know who they are.
I don't know.
By the way, a 16-year-old during that time period probably had the mental maturity of a 21-year-old now. So
that's true. That is absolutely true. But if you know anything about their relationship, she was the daughter of an army officer in Europe. That's where they met when he was in the army. Let's see what else we got here. Daisy Ridley's got a movie coming out.
What the fuck?
David Duchovny's in a movie. That's a name
Meg
I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah.
She's been gone for like forever.
They've both been gone for a bit.
David Duchovny, and you want to talk about a name I haven't heard in forever, Meg Ryan.
Yep.
Wait, I want to actually see. This looks kind of like
this. Okay, there they
are.
are.
Trailer.
I won't watch it, but
yeah, I want to see the trailer.
She looks like hell.
Yeah, she does.
but she's looked like hell for years because of the plastic surgery. Willa and Bill are ex-lovers that will see each other for the first time in years when they both find themselves snowed in transit at an airport overnight.
I think I know the ending already. So
Gee whiz. I wonder what'll happen.
Oh, they'll get together.
So you would have to like any young people that want to go watch that, you'd have to explain to them this is something called a rom-com, kids. You haven't seen any in your lifetime, but
Yeah.
we make these all the time.
I thought that was almost a sequel to it, and I was like, wait, no, that was Tom Hanks and
Yeah.
you know.
Let's see. We've got the Marsh King's daughter. This is Daisy Ridley. This is what she's been up to.
Ah, jeez.
Says a woman seeks revenge against the man who kidnapped her.
Oh, she's all Ray in the movie. Okay.
Ooh.
Right? And somebody I really like, Ben Mendelsohn's in it. He was in Sacred Invasion, which I hate for him, but he was in it.
Hey, Martin, she hit the wall when the wall won.
That's them. Ben Mendelsohn, like I said, he was in oh my gosh, the chat's going off. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Jesus, Clay, that's pretty cold. That's pretty dark, Clay. Jesus.
Right? She and Elvis dated when she was under 18. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my god.
Oh, good.
That was good though, E-Clay. I give E-Clay 10 out of 10 for that comment at the end.
Right. Let's see. Air Force. Was it an Air Force colonel? I thought it was an Army officer. I think it was. I think it was stuffed. Good Lord. She hit the wall, and the wall was being hit by a freight train. The other side.
I give E-Clay the comment of the
twist
day right
ending.
here.
They both got on the plane. Lord, man, that's crazy. Tim says she was 14 and he was 24. Yeah.
14. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's even worse.
She was
That's
young.
even worse,
Very
bro.
young. Yeah, that's good. That twist ending.
Well, I
I'd love
mean,
to see
14
that.
was equivalent to 18 back in the day.
Well, I'll tell you what really pisses me off
kinda
about
going with
Meg
that.
Ryan. She was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Her star was on the rise. She had made some great movies. And then she got her lips done up with that collagen injection,
And it fucked
And
her.
the next movie she came out with, she looked like hammered dog shit. She looked like somebody had pummeled her mouth. I mean,
It looks like she got
fucked her lips
fucking
bad.
raw dogged in her mouth just
It was
constantly.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It's definitely a sad psychological thing that hit these women as they get older, when they just look so good and then they just ruin themselves.
Yeah, trying to maintain that. When all you have to do, I mean, just age gracefully. I mean, Helen Mirren, I don't think she's had any surgery.
Nope.
And that girl is, well, I take that back. She has had some. Her cheeks were a little bit tighter in the last movie she was in, the Shazam movie, Fury of the Gods. I did notice she had some work done, but she didn't get anything outrageous done. You know what I mean? She just tightened up some wrinkles. Didn't Madonna do that too? Oh my God!
No, she's all natural.
Madonna is a friggin' alien now.
Yeah.
What is with singers? They want to turn into aliens. I don't know what it is. I don't really see anything. Have you? Do you see anything here that you've checked into, John? For the third?
No, no, not for the third.
Okay.
There's nothing.
The fourth, they've got a musical of Titanic coming out.
Titanic the musical.
Now I wonder if God, Heaven and Earth. That's a documentary. I wonder if that's by Angel Productions.
No, it's not. I already looked at it today.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So the next week will be on the 10th. And that's...
Oh, Jesus. Kevin Smith in that motherfucker.
And here we go. Here we go. The one every content creator can't wait to see.
I'm not going to watch this shit.
I'm not. I'm actually... Now, look. I have gone... And you guys have heard me say this before. I went and saw The Eternals because Rhonda loves Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
She drugged me to friggin'...
And you never slept better. Yeah.
Yeah, right? She drugged me to see Multiverse of Madness because she likes the Scarlet Witch. She didn't know that the Scarlet Witch was the villain in it, though, when we went and saw it.
How'd she take that?
She would have.
But this one, I asked her, I said, are you interested in seeing this one? And I kind of winced, and she was like, I'll watch it when it comes on the streaming service. I don't need to go to the theater to see this. I was like,
Good.
yes, thank God. I don't have
Joe
to go see
doesn't
this
have to
movie.
wear a pink T-shirt this time and have Barbie.
Hey,
on.
man.
No, that was
fun, dude.
voluntary, Jed. That was
That was
completely
voluntary, and I had fun doing it, motherfucker.
And Barbie was actually
my
pretty
man
decent.
my man Ken was the best thing in that fucking movie.
I
So,
still
I
haven't
did
been
like
able to bring
Ryan
myself to
Gosling in
watch
it.
it.
Yep. What is it, John?
I said I still haven't bring myself to be able to watch it.
It's worth
Dude,
it, John.
you should.
It really is.
It's
I-
funny.
Just to see
I
Ryan
am going to go
Gosling.
see the Marvels because A, I go to see every superhero movie in the theater, and
Yeah.
B, if I'm going to talk about it, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat, John. For the sake of pop culture, I might go see it too.
I'll see it when it comes on the
Just
high
to,
seas.
just to see the plane crash live, just kind of.
Yeah.
I think a cam copy's my way of going. Really. I just,
No, I can get you some. I can get you something better.
With the terrible audio and the
with the terrible
his,
audio and
It's right
everything.
at the bottom of the.
Dude, this
and
movie's
the-
gonna suck. I'm telling you, this movie
Well,
is gonna suck.
That's
So-
why I'm not going to go on opening weekend. I'm going to go on that Tuesday. For
That Tuesday,
$6
when it's
day.
Oh yeah, I go
$6.
Sunday mornings when I don't care.
Let's drown dancing. Twist ending, the boat still sinks. Talk about the musical in Titanic. Don't spoil it, Tim. John, see the new MCU films so we don't have to.
Yeah,
He's
you're
gonna,
gonna have
he's
to make
gonna
a
bite
banner
the
for
bullet
us.
for us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a banner for us, like movies we watch so you don't. Like that's the
So
Yeah.
you don't
thing on
have
TikTok,
to.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently Carol Danvers gets her powers entangled with those of Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau, forcing them to work together to save the universe. And
Yay,
I don't think we need to
fucking
stay on
girl
this one
power.
very long because
No,
it's
no,
been
no.
covered from hell and back by now.
I watched Ryan and them talk about this, how the whole thing they changed it, and it's basically what the leak on the fucking Reddit was. It's
Well,
basically what it was.
I didn't look at it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to know either, Jed. So.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not.
Don't spoil.
Yeah. I do like in the trailer how Brie Larson is trying to communicate, very urgent emotional information, yet her eyes, like the top half of her face, is just like totally non-emotional, totally distant.
It's because she's a fucking robot.
Or she's got that, but she does have the I've done a line or two of cocaine look down though. She's got the bug eye.
Oh, she probably done a line or two
No
of
doubt.
cocaine off a dick or something. You know.
All right, the next the next one I wanted to point out is we've got our first holiday horror movie, boys and girls, coming out on the 10th. It's a Wonderful Knife. Yeah,
Great
Hey,
title.
that sounds actually cool.
it's a wonderful knife.
Okay, I do applaud the title. Okay.
Yeah, I don't applaud the title.
Applaud the
I'm
title on
telling
this
you. Right into the snow globe with it on the poster. After saving her town from a psychotic killer, Winnie, Carruthers?
Yeah, correct.
Life is less than wonderful. When she wishes she'd never been born, she finds herself in a nightmare parallel
Wait,
universe.
is this
Oh,
Winnie?
great! It's a parallel
Oh,
universe.
Is this
Okay.
Winnie from
Okay.
like, Boy Meets World?
I
Like-
believe this is on Netflix, so I'll be able to.
Really?
I'll watch it without having to spend
You know,
any money.
I guess watching
Without
some of
her,
these killer
things could
movies
be
have
much,
been.
much worse. Okay.
I think I've kind of been a little bit more open to thrillers since watching some of these movies. So
By the way,
Yeah.
what does it say about
I'll
our
give it a go.
society that all these horror movies make money? I mean,
Yeah, they do. They
I'm not.
They don't
I mean, I
cost
watch horror
anything.
movies a lot.
They
but
don't
I'm
cost
not knocking
anything.
it, but
Yeah, they're cheap. They're cheaper to
They're
make.
so damn cheap. Yeah, it's like,
Now,
That's why
John's
they make
probably
money.
seen this. I have to ask Matt. I know Jed might have seen this too. Matt and Noc, have you ever seen a documentary that actually did pretty good in the theater? It was narrated in person, not just voice, by Donald Pleasance and what was the girl that was in all the? She was in RoboCop. She was the partner. What was her name?
the blonde.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I
they
don't
did a
remember.
documentary called "Terror in the Isles."
Oh, I saw
Yep.
this.
back in the day. It's
Yeah.
a great. It's great. If you're not up on horror,
That was awesome.
dude, watch that documentary.
Nancy
It tells you why
Allen.
people love going to horror movies. It's because they're roller coaster rides, man. you never know what's going to happen.
Well, and you don't get preached to.
No, you don't. I tell you what, man, you haven't lived until you go into a movie theater that's mostly African Americans at a horror movie.
Yeah, don't
That
go
is
in
a
there.
trip.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
No,
That is fun.
no, I used to go to movies like that over there, and then we'd be yelling out, "Brother, don't go in that door!"
Right? Yeah, don't go in there.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
y'all may not know this. Jed used to be an African American, so
it. He still is from the waist down, of course.
yeah.
Nancy Allen was the girl's name. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Check that movie out if you can find it somewhere, man. It's good. I showed it to Rhonda not too long ago. She doesn't do horror movies, but she enjoyed the documentary. And it doesn't just have horror movies in it. It's actually got a lot of footage from Nighthawks with Sylvester Stallone and Billy D. Williams, because a guy that we barely knew at the time plays the bad guy in it. It was same dude that was in. Oh, why am I having a mental block on his name? You know who I'm talking about. He was in The Hitcher. He was the bad guy in The Hitcher. God, he's got a German name. He was in Blade Runner. He was the robot at the end.
Dolph Lundgren.
No.
Rutger Hauer. Sorry,
Rutger Hauer. That's it.
Like,
Rutger Hauer was in Nighthawks. He was the bad guy in it. He was great, dude. But yeah, they've got that in there. They've got Wings Hauser as Ramrod, the killer pimp, and fucking Vice Squad. Oh man, they do a whole thing about villains, and it's great, dude. It's really cool stuff. You should check that out. Yeah, Rutger Hauer. I was having a senior moment. I couldn't remember his fucking name for shit.
Yeah, I jumped to Dolph Lundgren. I'm like, wait, nope,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
My friend did a film about the Hammer horror films. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
By the
Okay,
way, I just saw the other night The Exorcist Part 2 for the first time, and not a great movie. The one where,
not a great movie. No.
Richard Burton's the priest. Yeah, not great.
Yeah,
it had the material to be great, like it could have been, but no.
Yeah, nah, not so much, huh? Not so much. Okay, so let's continue on here. We've got Jeffrey Eisenberg's next movie is coming out on the 10th. It's called Manodrome. It's got Adrian Brody. It's a thriller.
That's probably a no for me.
Let's see. Conflicted about his girlfriend's pregnancy, Ralphie's life spirals out of control when he meets a mysterious family of men. What the fuck? Okay, I don't need to see that. All right.
I'm going to pass on that, yeah.
Sounds like a Mad Mardigan type movie.
Right. It sounds a little weird. Let's see. What else we got here? I'm just scrolling through. Okay. On the...
You're not sharing.
I know I'm not. I'm just scrolling before I get it lined up. And then the next one we got is the Hunger Games Ballad of the Songbirds, the one that the scab is going to hit the red carpet over. Yeah.
I'm going to go see Trolls before I go see this.
Oof.
Yeah, Trolls comes out that week too, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm
going to predict that Trolls is going to actually beat the Hunger Games.
Is anybody here a Hunger Games fan?
I'm a fan of the books.
Okay.
The movies were okay, but they weren't as good as
my daughter loves them. I didn't watch another one after the first one.
I don't particularly. I haven't read the book for this, and I don't particularly care for the people that's in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I got dragged to all these when they first came out by one of my girlfriends.
Yeah.
So,
but there's actually something on the 12th that I wanted to see.
Okay. All right. I'll roll back to that. But Noc, have you seen these movies? Do you enjoy them? The J-Law trilogy?
He went away.
He must have gone to the bathroom.
He right back. Yeah, he said in private.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Matt, what's your opinion on this franchise?
I've only seen the first one, and that was because some friends wanted to go see it. So not too familiar with the franchise, but Jude Law, he was in, I think, the last Fantastic Beasts movie. So
yeah, he was.
Seems like he just kind of comes in at the tail end of these long-standing franchises. If you consider the Fantastic Beasts part of Harry Potter, but
right.
But yeah. I mean, I think it'll do okay, but it's not going to do the numbers that the original Hunger Games movies did.
No.
So, I was a big fan. So my thing with the Hunger Games, I think is my main, my interest in post-apocalyptic stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Or after
I
society.
can see that. Yeah.
And this was after, the whole Hunger Games take place after war.
Right.
It was all the colonies or whatever it was fighting each other, and this was their, one side won, and then basically enslaved the other sides and put them in a state of poverty, and then they came up with these games, kind of deal. So that's what got me in it. It was so fascinating to see them in that state where they're like, you got these poor, workers barely making it, and then they get picked to go to these games to get killed for the most part. And then they go into town and they're like all these people with like painted faces and like this high society. I just that whole perspective just was just very interesting to me. So I kind of had high hopes for this movie because I'm definitely interested in the franchise. I don't know anything about the books or anything like that, but the movie wise, I really enjoyed Jennifer Lawrence's portrayal at the time. Now this is the prequel to that, so this is the beginning of it, and I was all for it. But unfortunately, it's got the taint of Richard Ziegler. So I just kind of like, part of me still wants to like separate the actress from the product.
Yeah. I don't, I haven't
enjoy
seen her
it
in
for what it
anything, so I can't judge her acting ability.
Yeah, right. I haven't either. I have no idea who she is. So I was going to be all for this, and then so now this movie's kind of got the stink of her, and I think that's gonna, I think the fans of the Hunger Games is going to do battle with the people that hate Rachel Ziegler. So it's going to be, it's kind of up in the air. Yeah, there probably would have been more people because of the Hunger Games storyline, but there are going to be less people because of Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah.
Well, also, is the industry going to try to hamstring this movie because of the strike and because they're promoting it, even though, there's not really supposed to be any promotion going on? So you got to wonder if
Right.
the studios or Rotten Tomatoes or whoever is going to try to, do what they can to be negative towards the movie.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go see it though. I'm gonna go in with an open mind, try to get past Rachel Ziegler's part, but I think the whole story is fascinating.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a go. I'll be the guy. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long one. Hey, if I'm just not a fan of the material. I like the post-apocalyptic stuff, but this one I just didn't like kids killing kids. I just wasn't into it. But my daughter loves these movies, man. She thought they were great.
Well, if this is a prequel though, then that means Jennifer Lawrence was not the first.
Right. But a lot of people were pointing out that J-Law is probably her mom. So
I got you.
Just saying.
Somehow. Yeah.
Somehow she's first, damn it. Let's see. Martin says another movie that the villain is not evil, just misunderstood. Yeah. As Richard Burton, while filming The Exorcist 2, I hope someone sends me a script of a movie where I play a mercenary in Africa. Yeah, he did that. His heartbreak completely justifies the host of murdered people. I'm not sure. I don't know what that was about.
I don't know at what point that was written.
Ecclesiastes, of course. Yep. What's that, Matt?
That could have been about The Exorcist.
It could have been. Okay. Yep. I did like the scenes of the younger Max von Sydow in Exorcist 2. Yeah. I mean, every movie's got something decent in it sometime, but yeah, that one on the whole wasn't that good.
Also, in that movie they put Louise Fletcher in there in place of Ellen Burstyn. She played a different character, but Louise Fletcher, who was Nurse Ratched, but anyway, she looks so much like Ellen Burstyn that the first 10 minutes I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, that's Ellen Burstyn playing her mom. Yeah. And then I realized, no, that's a different person, even though they look like they could be twin sisters.
Yeah. Martin says the movies were meh. The books were very good. I would say that the movies are a good compliment after you have read the books. Okay. And E. Clay agrees. He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this movie you wanted to talk about on the 12th, Skull. Is that what you're
The Skull. Yep. It's
The
based
Skull?
on it's based on a short story by Richard K. Dick.
Okay.
Philip K. Dick.
All I can
Philip K.
see is
Dick,
the
yeah,
scroll,
Philip
and
K.
I don't
Dick.
want anything to do with that.
No, it's
You got PTSD from that series, buddy?
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
yeah, but it's Philip K. Dick, so I'm there. So
No, this guy's an author you enjoy?
Wait, Luke?
Yeah.
He's a
Luke
good author.
Skywalker's in this? Oh,
There's a
shit.
ton of stuff based off Philip K. Dick.
yeah,
there is.
The Skulls is a dream come true, but Luke soon comes to realize just how powerful the Skulls organization really is. Ooh, like Skull and Bones, maybe. Oh.
Yeah.
And that the truth, like success, comes at a very high price. Who do we got as far as cast goes? Let's take a look. This might be something that could
Remember
be
the old days on IMDb when you didn't have to scroll forever to
Scroll
Yeah,
forever to get to the fucking
where's
cast.
the cast?
Yeah, where the hell? Where is the cast?
there isn't a cast listed. It's all unknown.
Oh, okay. No wonder.
Wow.
All right. Wow, man.
Not even a backup somewhere?
I'm
Jesus.
telling you, man. Okay. Well,
Okay.
they want us in the dark about this movie. Okay. But it's got good source material, so we'll see what happens. But Trolls is another one. Animated show that's coming out.
I'll
Poppy
watch that
discovers-
someday.
What's that?
I'll watch it someday.
Yeah. You like it? You like good animation? Do you not?
I like anime. I like seeing different variations of songs. They're gonna sing something, so it's gonna be catchy in some kind of way.
Band the Brozone. I like it. The Brozone. Let's see. Martin says, so it's not the prequel to Indy 4.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Duh.
Indy 4 never happened. Yeah.
Indy 4 never happened. There's only 3 fucking Indiana Jones movies, damn it. What the hell's wrong with you, Martin? Okay, so we got that one. And here's another horror movie just in time for a holiday. Check it out. Thanksgiving.
Eat some turkey, bitch.
I love the fucking poster, man. The Pilgrim with the axe is awesome.
There will be no leftovers.
There will
The
be no
tagline.
leftovers, it says, man.
In the town of Salem.
Yeah, in the small town where nothing ever
Salem.
happens.
That's it. After a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy. What?
There's no Black Fridays anymore.
A mysterious
already unrealistic.
Thanksgiving
No Black
inspired
Fridays anymore.
killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday. The infamous
Black
holiday.
Friday. That doesn't exist anymore. They killed it. COVID killed Black Friday.
By the way, I have been to
That's
Plymouth,
funny.
Massachusetts, and I have seen the Plymouth Rock, and it's really not that much to write home about.
It's like a pebble.
I mean, it's
What's
it's
left of
fine.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because people keep chipping away at it, trying to get a piece of it.
Dunked that guy's head in. He dunked that guy's head in the water and stuck his face into the freezer.
Wow.
Oh, I like that guy. I don't know his name, but I like that guy. The guy with the mustache, bald head.
Yep.
Oh,
He's in
man.
He's a that
Suits.
guy actor.
Yeah.
Now I want to see it.
Yep.
Whenever I see someone I like in a movie or anything like that, that makes
But
it
that's our
makes me wanna
that's our
watch
next horror movie after a. It's just a rock. Tim says it's just a rock.
it. This is the one you've been hyped for a while.
Yeah, I have. No, there are 3 indie movies. One apocryphal, and then one.
How many big
about
words there,
fucking
Martin?
Indiana Jones movies. Yeah, right. It's IMDb without the crap. He's talking about. That's why I use
TMDb.
TMDb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All
cool.
right. Cool.
I'll check that out.
I will have to check that
IMDb
out.
is
Thank
going
you
to,
very much, buddy. Alternatives are good. Now, who's going to win the box office war that week? Will it be Disney with Wish, or will it be?
No,
Napoleon?
that's gonna bomb so hard. I haven't even seen anything on Wish.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't.
You know,
seen any
Napoleon
ads
is,
for it
is
or
kind of
anything.
like Aquaman in the sense that in Hollywood for many years it was a joke about trying to make a good Aquaman movie or a good Napoleon movie.
Right.
And now both have actually.
Both have been made now.
Yeah.
Yes. And dude, this is
2.5
Ridley Scott,
hours.
dude. Ridley Scott. That's all I gotta say. Ridley Scott. Even his bad movies are good, dude.
Yeah.
what-
I'm not that sold. I'm sorry.
On this?
I'm not a super Ridley Scott fan. I mean, I like some of the stuff.
It's
but
the hat.
He has a lot of misses as far as I'm concerned.
I like his earlier stuff more.
Yeah, his earlier stuff is good. It's his later stuff when he got basically his head up his ass is.
I didn't know Napoleon had a cleft lip.
Actually, I think after Tony died is when his movie started going downhill. When his brother died. Yeah. That's about the time.
So you see, Napoleon did have a cleft lip, but everybody that painted him was too afraid to paint the cleft.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
The best Napoleon film was done by Abel Gance in 1927.
Until this one.
Eclay says, that's good, but I will wait for streaming. Yeah.
I will too.
I've been looking forward to this. I love Joaquin Phoenix. I'll go see anything with him in it. I dig the guy. He's awesome. By the way, if you guys know I'm in the recovery business. I will work at a rehab. If you have not seen the true story about I can't remember the guy's name. But he was a comic book, or not a comic book, but a comic strip artist. It's called, the name of the movie, it's on Prime, and it's got, oh God, why am I having a...
Dilbert by Scott Adams.
What's that?
Dilbert by Scott Adams. I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I did
Scott Adams got canceled.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
No, but this movie's called Don't Worry, He Won't Make It Far on Foot. It's about an alcoholic who, after a car wreck, becomes paralyzed and afterwards becomes a very well-known comic strip artist. And it's a fantastic movie. And it's got, I never can remember this kid's name. I don't want to look it up, but I'll give you a couple of hints and I'm sure you guys will get it. He was kind of fat and he had a big old afro in Superbad, and he's in Moneyball with Brad Pitt. He's the guy that
you're talking about
yeah, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. That's it. Yeah. Jonah Hill plays his sponsor in it, and he's fantastic in that movie. Him and Joaquin Phoenix. If you want to see a really good movie about recovery, guys working the 12 steps and stuff, definitely check out Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot on Prime. Jack Black has a small part in it. He's the guy that was driving the car that paralyzed him, and he's really good in it.
Speaking
of great movie.
Of small parts, Jonah Hill had a small part in Wolf of Wall Street, but it's not what you think. Yeah.
I've never seen Wolf of Wall Street. That's
oh my God. Are you kidding me? Add that to your list right now.
Everything.
Start your list. Add that to your list right now. You need to see
Jonah Hill.
Oh, it's on my list. I just haven't found the time yet. That's
on our movie night.
Displays a small part, Joe, and it's not the kind you want to see.
Not the kind you want to see.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey has a little scene. Margot Robbie has a scene.
I know about Margot Robbie's scene. I've seen that part of the movie. Let's see. Eclay Thomas says, "Who knew Napoleon was such a joker?" Yeah, no doubt. I'll drink to that film. Tim says. But anyway, let's see what else we got. We got Wish. I'm not even going to talk about it. Disney doesn't even want to talk about that movie.
Put it full screen then, Joe.
What's that?
Show
it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was scrolling down. Okay.
These are great movies, guys.
At his request.
Silent Night? Yeah, let's talk about Silent Night. That looks really good.
Well, we're going to talk about Silent Night because that looks really good too. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for that, we might have to watch it.
All right. Gojira.
Godzilla -1, December 1st, boys and girls.
Gojira IO.
Prequel to Shin Godzilla takes place after the original Godzilla.
Wow, man. Wow. It's so much fun seeing these Godzilla movies with today's special effects and stuff. It's really cool, man. Because I was a fan of this stuff when we were growing up. My brother and I, he was a Kong guy. Price your insurance.
only Geico carries it though.
I need to know these things. This is
Tim says the true story: someone has Napoleon penis in a jar.
No, that's Jeff
Yikes.
Epstein's. That's Jeff Epstein's. It's
Oof.
different guy.
Yeah.
I promise I won't make Godzilla 1998 joke. Well, you just did. Let's see. Why
Will you
did they
be my
call
Puff
it?
Daddy?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
No, never mind.
Okay. E. Clay Thomas says, why did they call it one? I don't
minus
get
one.
it.
No,
Minus
it's
one.
it's IO. It's IO.
No, it's -1.
No, it's -1. That's the name of the movie.
It looks like
-1.
it's -1.0. So what's the period mean?
Godzilla.
Is this a female Godzilla?
I don't know.
Goodness.
But yeah, don't go there, man. Don't go there.
By the way, Rasputin, his member is in a jar.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yep.
I'm scared. You guys.
I think we need to make Godzilla gay and make it lame. Okay.
Well, we're gonna do Silent Night too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, the
matter of
movie
fact, I
under
might
that-
just go ahead and throw the fucking trailer up for it. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen the trailer for Silent Night?
I don't watch trailers.
I know you don't, but you
I
might
watch
have to watch
trailers.
this
I didn't watch this trailer.
Okay, Matt, have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have seen Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
No.
Where
This
the
is something
famous-
totally different, bro.
The famous
This-
line of "Garbage Day" is uttered, which I recommend anybody.
This
look
has to do with a holiday, of course, but oh my gosh, let's see, where is it? Let me get the trailer here.
Dead air.
I know it's dead air, but I have to set it up, man. I have to do my thing. You know what's up.
If you want dead air, you should come. See
Could have been working on it while we're discussing Godzilla.
Hey, man, bear with me, okay? Of
Yeah,
course, there's an ad on it.
he only has 3 monitors. Everybody, give him a break.
in terms of the Godzilla films, like that. I mean, there's not like a super strict canon there, right? I mean, they're able to make whatever kind of movie they want. Right?
The canon runs in eras. So you've got the Showa era, which is the original era after 54. 54 to 89 is Showa era. But
Just where you take showers? Or?
No, Showa. They're named after.
Showa.
They're named
Showa.
after the. They're named after the name of the reigning, what they call the reign of a particular emperor. So the Showa emperor is actually Hirohito from World War I or World War II. So he lived. He reigned until 89 in his death. So all those movies are connected. The Heisei era is supposedly only connected to the original Godzilla movie. And then, but there are hints that some of the other movies may have happened, but they don't come out and say it. Now, the Millennium era, which started with Godzilla 2000, obviously started at the Millennium. All those movies are supposed to be self-contained.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, and then all the MonsterVerses are is a connected universe.
These are the most current ones, right? Godzilla versus
the
Kong?
MonsterVerse are the American ones. Is Godzilla from 2014, then King of the Monsters.
Those ones I've seen for sure.
Kong, Skull Island. All those are all connected. And then Godzilla -1 is the prequel to Shin Godzilla, which is the movie that Toho made and brought back their franchise after they had loaned it to Legendary.
Yep.
Cool.
Eclay says, well, I'm glad they didn't make it complicated. The film comes out Friday in Japan, apparently. And Tim is pretty much putting it in writing, everything that John just said.
Yep.
He apparently is a huge fan as well. So,
John, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. Now that you're done writing your master's paper, I'm going to need you to write a new paper, and I need you to write down all the movies I need to watch in this entire series.
The MonsterVerse.
I'm sure I can Google it and get it, but I want you to do it. And I want you to give me the order to watch them in.
I will give you a list. Do you want to watch each era?
Yes, I want it. From the start to finish.
Okay.
He can do that, man.
I will do it.
Dude,
Actually, all you have to do is watch his channel, and he'll give it to you. He does it on his channel. Okay, here we go. This is Silent Night, and yes, it has to do with Christmas, but it's a little different than what you've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Got a donut for a O. That's cool. He looks angry.
I think it was a wreath.
No, it was a donut. It was a sprinkle donut.
All units, please respond.
He's got an ugly Christmas sweater on.
Oh no, a man apart.
He got fucked up.
Where's the children?
There may be children somewhere. John Woo. Legendary John Woo.
Where are the
Yes.
doves?
What,
Where
is
are
he
the
gonna come
doves?
back as a badass? Oh, he gonna fuck some shit up
It
now.
is a man apart. Okay. All right.
Can't talk.
Kill them.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
That's what it says.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
in. I'm
boy.
in. I'm all in.
This RoboCop. All right, cool.
I'm all in now.
Yeah, but
And I like this guy. The first time I saw him was in Suicide Squad.
Is that
I love
is that
this
a
dude.
is that a what is it called? Death car?
I like the car,
It's a
Yeah.
Mustang.
Man.
I'm surprised it's not on its roof.
right? What the hell? Yes, the music from Die
Yes!
Hard. Ode to Joy. Yes.
Yeah, hold on, Joe. Pause it real quick.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
in.
pause it,
Yeah, I got
pause
you.
it.
Go ahead.
What if during that cut scene, right, that the car chase there that they just did, what if another family gets torn apart
Right.
and that guy
And the cycle just continues.
and that and it's just a
Silent Night
nonstop
2.
cycle until
Silent
like
Night
Christmas.
3.
Yeah, until like Christmas next year, you know.
And each one is the guy killing the guy in the previous movie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
Saw. It's
This
just
is-
Saw all over again.
Actually, no. This movie is just Yuletide Wick.
It's
Yeah,
Yuletide.
right.
I'd say
Yulin.
Yuletide Punisher myself,
Yulin.
but that's what.
That's John Wick's house.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
all right.
in, my brothers. I'm in.
Master of Action, John Woo.
Oh, I am in.
But where are the doves? That's what we
That's-
need to find out. Where
Yeah.
are the doves?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's on a Mustang, but it's on a roof.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
John
yeah,
Woo.
I'm,
I guess
I'm
since
good.
John Woo, baby.
Since
What's
it's a
up?
Christmas movie, I guess it'll be turtle doves.
Yeah.
This is the new Die Hard movie that will be debated for years to come. That it's not a Christmas
Right?
movie.
Is this a Christmas movie or not? And I got news for you. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yep,
Yeah,
There's people that'll die on that hill that it's not. So
it is.
Let's see. Tim says, "Put a chick in Godzilla.
No.
Godzilla in it."
No.
Christmas RoboCop. Yeah, man. And make her gay and lame. Damn it. Yeah, we need a gay lame. No, we can't make
yeah. But
Godzilla lame, dude.
the other movie that I want to see. There's three movies. There's three good movies on this. The other one's the
we
shit.
got to save some for next month, there, John. Come on now.
We won't. It'll already have happened by the time we have our next
it
show.
will already have been on. He has a point. Let me see. Let me get out of this and get back to that, and then I'll throw it back up there.
This is a gateway right here. Just so you know. So we'll be like, "Well, it's coming out next month. We're not doing another show for a month.
Right.
Discuss them all." That was
So it's Death Wish on Christmas. I saw The Punisher. That's what I saw. Finally back. Good to see you, man. Whoa, what movie is this? It's Silent Night, man. John Woo's next big movie. Soul.
Yeah, I'm
It
here.
says.
Yeah, Martin,
I
I'm
love
sold.
Joel Kinnaman. Yeah, he's
The
good,
minute
man.
that I saw Kill Them All,
Yeah.
I knew. Nope. I'm in. You got me right here.
But
So
I'm
which one are you talking about, John?
The
Which
Shift.
one you got? Night
the
Shift.
one right
Okay.
under. It's the one right. No, it's just the Shift. It's right under
The
Silent
Shift?
Night on
Okay.
the list.
I got you. Sci-fi. Neil McDonough.
Yep.
Um,
It's basically the story about this guy going through timelines and parallel Earths, pulling people out to get him to do his work, and all the guy wants to do is go back to his wife. Because
Aw.
they yanked him out of his own timeline.
oh wow! After
Yeah,
a tense
it's
encounter
the
with a
TVA.
mysterious
Yeah.
stranger with otherworldly powers, a man is banished to a God Almighty, the ads. Banished to a tyrannical parallel Earth where he fights to get back to a woman he loves. Did I see? Yeah, this is Angel Productions.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
feel like
guys.
we saw this trailer a while.
Yeah,
ago.
we did.
Yeah,
We watched
we
the trailer.
did. It had
Well,
what's his
coming out,
face in
yeah.
it. We've seen this
Yep.
before.
Yeah, we've seen the trailer, but
But he just wanted to point out it's coming out on the
That-
first.
yeah,
That's,
okay.
that's the main
Yeah.
thing. The Equalizer does the quantum leap. Yeah, there it is.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's,
that's what it looks like. All right. Well, that is all the upcoming movies. Noc, do you feel like chopping down some of your reviews before we get out of
I
here?
mean, I only got to see. It's been a busy week, so I only got to see 2 of the movies on my
The
list.
Noc list. Let's go ahead and get into it here before we go. Go ahead, man. What'd you have?
I guess you can give me some more homework as well. But okay, so the 2 movies that I did see, I'll cross from my list here. Apocalypse Now.
Okay.
That one was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a
Did,
crazy.
did you enjoy it though?
It was a great movie. You know,
Yeah.
I think I kind of touched on it the other night. But
Mhm.
if there was ever a question, and I know there wasn't, but if there was ever a question that Emilio Estevez or Charlie Sheen was Martin Sheen's kids
Right.
in that movie, that's all I saw. I just saw both of them
Yeah.
right there because I've never seen Martin Sheen as a young lad. You know, any of his movies when he was younger, and
Yeah.
that one was like, holy crap!
Yep.
It's like, wow, you just see them both right there.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see. And
Yeah,
and
he
the
cannot
scenes are
deny
really-
those
He
kids.
told me to
no
look
doubt.
out for Lawrence Fishburne, and I did not see him at all, so I have no idea what you were talking
He was
about.
on the U-boat that the tiger jumped on.
Yep.
I don't
He was
remember.
on the boat that was
Yeah.
taking him down the river.
He was skinny back then.
Super
Yeah.
skinny, dude.
Super skinny. He was
Check out
fat.
that scene again with the tiger on there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
him.
don't even remember there being a tiger.
Really?
Huh?
Wow. Have they edited that movie, guys?
Now there,
Where
there
did you
are
get it
multiple
from?
versions of that movie.
Okay, maybe I picked up the one. I honestly do not. I watched the whole thing. I do not remember a tiger.
Well,
So I had no idea what you were talking about.
yeah, it's the guys that are. You remember there's a boat taking him down the river. I know you know that. He's one of the crew.
Yeah, it's the whole premise of it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. He's one of the guys on the boat that takes him down there. Yeah. But yeah,
He's one of the guys on the boat.
yes, he's one of the crew members on the boat.
Was he
One
the
of the Navy guys
kid,
on
or
the boat.
or there was the kid, and there was the captain, and the sheep,
Yeah,
the
he was a
chief?
young guy. Yep.
No.
Really?
Yep.
I did not see that at all.
Anyway,
No, I mean, I didn't see, as in I didn't recognize it. I
Right.
saw the kid. I did not recognize it.
well, let me ask you this: how'd you like Robert Duvall and his boys taking that beach so he could go surfing? How'd you like that shit?
Yep.
That was just like some nutty, like,
That's how the thing that makes that scene so great. It just points out how silly that whole conflict was, man. It did not look like it was above board for that to have happened. You know what I mean?
You get a little
It's-
Harrison Ford in that movie. Yep.
Yeah, little
I did
Harrison Ford.
recognize him. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
No, I thought it
love
was
the
a great
smell of-
movie.
No.
Sorry, Jeff.
I was just doing the quote. I
Yeah.
love the smell of napalm. in
I
the
love
morning.
the smell of napalm in the morning.
It
One day this
smells
war's
like
going to
victory.
end. Yep. Smells like victory.
No, it was no. I was very happy to watch that movie. It was a good movie. I'd like to see it. I know I was told some of my coworkers. I've been telling them my movies I've been watching, and said I think it was I forget what movie it is, but they told me to watch it where Charlie Sheen apparently goes by him while he's doing a narrative in his head, and Charlie Sheen is doing a narrative in his head, and apparently they pass by each other in the movie. Some kind of funny sequence. So I'll check that out too. But
That's
the other
great.
movie I watched was Psycho,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
yeah, it was good to finally see where that stuff like originated from.
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I thought it was kind of an interesting little twist at the end there, where he is the mom, and that's a trope that's been used before. Well, used afterwards. I
Well,
would say.
after that, it was used.
After
Yeah.
the fact. So it was
That's
cool
the
seeing
thing I
that kind
hate
of
about
stuff.
you watching this stuff, Noc, is the fact that it may be subdued for you because you've seen these things before, because they actually love that movie and they actually do it a lot like it in other movies.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gaining a huge appreciation for this stuff, so
Mhm.
I think it's really good. And now I'm in the middle of, I'm halfway through Vertigo. I was actually watching it before it came on here. I'm trying to finish it before I go to bed.
Ask the panel the question you asked me about Jimmy
Oh
Stewart.
yeah. I asked Joe, is in every movie, because I really like James Stewart, but does he have some sort of like ailment in every single movie he's in? Because it seems like in Rear Window he had the broken leg and he had a cane. In this one he has fear of heights phobia, and then he has a cane in that one as well.
And It's a
So I'm just
Wonderful
like
Life.
wondering if that's just like a trope for him that he just
Well,
used.
in It's a Wonderful Life, he has the ear thing.
I still gotta watch that too.
Yeah.
And I think this will be, December's coming up, so I'll definitely watch it.
I was fixing to say, you don't even have to look for it. It'll be on every channel.
Yeah,
but it'll be
I don't
the
think I've watched
censored
all the.
version.
I'm sure I've seen snippets a lot, but
Joe,
I don't
it'll
think
be
I've
the
watched
censored version, though.
The censored version?
Yeah, they're censoring It's a Wonderful Life now.
Oh God!
For what?
What would they be censoring in that movie?
Last year when I saw it on TV, it skipped.
Oh, I don't plan to wait for it to be on TV to watch it.
No! Don't watch it on TV.
No, I wasn't planning to. I'm just
I was at a family gathering last year and they had it on. I was like, why did it skip from there to there? And
Because
like,
they edit for time.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're doing it for time.
That's something they've done since there's been TV and movies.
So you want some more homework, right? What do you got in the S tier left? What do you have?
Okay. So we'll start at the top. We still got Citizen Kane.
Mm-hmm.
We got Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver. That's a good movie. All Quiet on the Westward Front.
Mm-hmm.
Patton. Chinatown. 12 Angry Men. I gotta flip over here.
Okay.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Then it gets kind of more of the classic. Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, Schindler's List, Shawshank Redemption, which we were going to say for movie night, and then No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
But by the way, Noc, I can go and tell you, Patton is not the easiest movie to get through.
Yeah, it's long.
It does. Yeah. I like it, but it does drag a little bit.
It's like reading J.R.R. Tolkien.
I can watch it in spurts. I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had to do some of these movies anyways.
Yeah. I would say I'd like to know your thoughts on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah,
that is
I would
one of
too.
the greatest movies you'll ever watch.
Yeah.
Somebody else throwing one. He needs
Casablanca.
3. Casablanca. Okay. All right.
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver. Yeah.
Well, my 2 were going to be One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Taxi Driver.
Now I do like what we kind of did last week, where it was 2 S tiers, and I still got to do Vertigo, but I like taking one from the B list. I still got to watch Network still too.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You want to kind of go through that because that's a much longer list.
Sure.
We can do that real quick. So I'm going to
Matt
skip the
needs to
top
know
ones.
this stuff because he hasn't been around for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
I was-
whenever the first time we came up with a list, and in terms of Citizen Kane, whenever you do watch that, watch it from the sense of, okay, this is about filmmaking as much as the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The reason why it's considered so great is a lot of it, the craft of filmmaking is just phenomenal in it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Network is on this list, but North by Northwest, Rebel Without a Cause, The Great Dictator, Mutiny on the Bounty, Stagecoach, American Graffiti, Rain
You
Man.
need to see American Graffiti. You're a huge Star Wars fan. You need to know about the guy that wrote it.
You mentioned that last time, right?
Yeah, me and Joe both said something.
It's on the
He
list.
is the Richard Dreyfuss character in that movie. That's him.
Rain Man, Midnight Cowboy, The French Connection, The Deer Hunter, High Noon, Platoon, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, A Clock Orange, My Fair Lady, A Streetcar Named Desire, Amadeus, Ben-Hur, Some Like It Hot, 7-Year Itch, It's a Wonderful Life, which of course I'll watch during the Christmas holidays. Singing in the Rain, The Bridge on the River Kwai.
Bridge over the River.
This I listed on here. It's the No Names trilogy or whatever, the No Man's trilogy.
The No Name, the Man with No Name trilogy.
Man with No Name. Yeah, I got that trilogy. I just wanted to watch it. On the Waterfront, then Lawrence of Arabia.
No, I already know what my pick is for this. I heard it. So my pick
he's already
for
got
this list.
He's already got the one I want him to watch.
Yeah, so my pick for this,
and that's Network. I want him to see Network.
My pick for this.
Yeah, I do plan on watching that one.
Yeah, my pick for this would be Clockwork Orange.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of movie right there, man.
Yeah.
Oof. By another guy that's considered to be one of the greatest directors ever. The guy that made 2001: A Space Odyssey made that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clockwork Orange is awesome.
All right, let's do it. Sounds good. I got some homework. I don't know if I'll finish all those by next week, but I'll try.
No. You're building a list to watch, and you said Network's definitely one that
it's circled, yeah. I put a little circle next to it, and then I check it when I watch it.
I'm very interested to see what Noc says about Clockwork Orange. We all know
he's gonna dig it, man.
Clockwork Orange is awesome.
But you know what? Here's my problem with a lot of these movies.
Don't ever recommend a movie ever again.
Listen, the thing about a lot of those movies, though, you have to be in the right mindset.
Yeah, you do.
Friggin', you'll have no problem with Clockwork Orange. I know you won't have a problem with that at all. But things like Schindler's List and
or anything in the 70s is kind of grim.
The Deer Hunter. Oh my God,
it's fucked up. You'll need to go out for a carton of cigarettes.
Right, you're gonna have to do something fun afterwards, dude. Just to get it out of your brain.
I'm gonna start watching some movies or some short videos of puppies and stuff like that.
I think after The Deer Hunter, like I intentionally ate some pizza or a milkshake or something fun
to make me feel like a child again. It's just the reality smacks you in the face and just says "fuck you." It's just, God. Okay,
I watched the Care Bears afterwards. Okay.
Right?
It's
All right, boys and girls, that is the extent of our time for tonight. Let's see what. Oh my God, really? Is that true? Tim says Bobby Knight just died.
Yeah, man.
He wasn't young.
You don't read our private chat there? Small time put it in there like 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Noc, let us know if you will be singing in the rain after A Clockwork Orange. Yeah, what? Look.
Listen, guys, that was a great
after
movie.
you watch Deer Hunter, definitely watch Singing in the Rain. That'll bring you back up right there, man. Yeah, that'll do. I thought Platoon as a laugh riot. Oh, he thought it was a laugh riot. God. Let's see. Dude, the scene when the mom's on the tape player saying goodbye to her son, that was just that has just been killed. What's he talking about?
That's from Psycho.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen. You know what I remember about Psycho? I remember it scared the shit out of me because I had a lot of ear infections as a kid, and I was laying on the couch, and they'd always put a movie on for me, right? And I saw that one, and at the end, when the body swings around in the chair, and it's the dead mother, and there's the hollow eye sockets with the light swinging, it scared the shit out of me, man. I was like, God Almighty, No, that's from Apocalypse Now.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, guys. I thank you all for being here. Noc, I know you since the move, you're kind of just hanging out on my channel. Really, you're not starting your channel up too much, right?
Oh, that's going to be a long time from now.
So I'll be highlighting the stuff that he's going to be doing. John, you want to tell him what's going on with you, buddy?
Well, Friday I am doing Baldur's Gate on Pop Culture Minefield.
Yes.
Hey, how the Cyberpunk?
And the idea I had was this. The idea I had was this. Hang on 1 second, and you can ask him whatever you want. I told him this during his show this morning. what do you think of me putting a camera on me while I'm drawing and just watching your show that way and with a wireless mic?
Sure.
What do you
can do
think?
that. That
I
would be
mean,
cool.
I'm not going to show the drawing itself because, it's a Christmas present for somebody.
Bruce,
So-
I don't know what his last name is, but he does. He when he's on camera, he's always painting miniatures.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
still
I know
talking,
what-
interacting, but yeah.
He hangs out with Janet from Another Planet on Friday.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was on our
Lombardo.
stream one time and he did that.
Hey John, can I
Lombardo.
come from work and I'll be working while I watch the show, and then I'll just interact and hang on. I got a user calling.
Well, look, I like hanging out with him on his video game streams. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it because I've got
Yeah.
a huge commission to do, dude.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry I cut you off. What were you going to ask?
Oh, that's
John?
fine.
No, I was just wondering if you started. I think you were talking about a Cyberpunk run last week. Did you start that yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh
he's-
yeah, I started it weeks ago.
Yeah, he's what do you think? What do you think? You halfway through that DLC or?
Oh well, I think I'm actually towards the end because I'm going to the point where I'm going after the big head guy.
Okay. Yeah, not too much for me. I haven't done the DLC yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
No problem. No problem.
Just-
But yeah,
just
he's
when we
doing,
haven't watched.
he's doing that on Wednesdays. You want to check out his Baldur's Gate thing, man, on Fridays.
I can't get into Baldur's Gate, man. I paid
Well, I'm saying,
full
what I'm saying
price
is,
for it,
you-
and
you-
I just can't get into it quite yet.
I'm just saying we have fun trolling him. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to get on there and troll him, dude. That's
And plus, it's during the
just
day.
like you guys do to me on my stream. So
anything
we do that
in
to
the
him.
day, I can't watch.
But
So.
next
But that's
Tuesday
on Pop Culture Minefield
Minefield.
on Wednesday and
on
Friday
Friday.
mornings at 10. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tuesday at 4, starting this next week, I am starting Bully.
Yeah, Bully. You're going to be doing Bully. Cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
we start playing
Bully.
Bully.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that the
That's
PS2 version or
old.
the
That's old
edited
school.
PS4?
The PC version.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He plays everything on PC.
God,
He's
that's such a good game at the time. It was so fun. I remember playing that when I was
Never
Oh,
played
yeah.
it. Never played it.
It's so fun.
So I will be checking that out for sure. Jed, you want to tell him what's up with you, man?
Well, pretty much my schedule's been open again. So depending on what Matt says, it's either Cocktail Lounge or Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Wookie
But
doesn't
you are
have
doing it this Friday, one or the other?
Yeah, one or the other.
Okay.
It'll be. I think it's gonna be at like 8 or something. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
7 or 8. I'm trying to do a time for I can get everybody in because I know when I started at either 6 or 6:30, that was way too early for people because of FNT and everything. So I want to
Mhm.
make sure it started at a time where everybody can come in.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And then there's no more streams on Sundays, so I'm free on
Really?
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah,
How come he's not
Wookie-
doing Sunday?
I think he got burnt out.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. There's more to it, but I just,
I got
yeah.
you. Okay.
So,
Tim says, so did Norman Bates have sex with his dead mom's eye sockets? I hope not, man. That's pretty sick. Yeah.
so you won't see me until Monday probably, or if somebody drags me on the show. So I have a lot of free time now. So I'm
brother.
trying to figure out what to do with it.
I was fixing to say, it sounds like a perfect time for you to develop a show about stuff you dig, man. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I've got free time right now too. So
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Matt-
Maybe. Hey, you know what, John? Maybe I should open the Archivist back up again.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That'd be depending on when you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming, Jed. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
As always.
Thanks, I
Matt,
appreciate
it is fantastic to see your nipple again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Glad to be here. I've got one other one. Yeah, I got 2 of them. Yeah,
Yeah, but you only put one on camera, man.
that's true. Hey,
You're holding back. You're playing hard to get on us.
I'm
dude.
like
What-
Janet
what are you doing?
Jackson. You only get one.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. Well, listen, I hope to see you on some more streams. I hope everything's going good for you. Yeah, man. I've been catching you on whatever cast. Are you going to be in the chat tonight for that?
Yeah, I'll probably be in the chat for that.
He's been doing it on a regular basis. And, he's
Yeah,
been doing a lot
I
of
might
sports
go
too.
ask him if I can go over there tonight because I've been on there. I was on there a bunch.
Well, while watching whatever cast, I think it was last Wednesday, Drunk 3PO was in the chat, and he said long-time watcher, first-time commenter. So you never know who's watching.
You never
your
know
channel.
who's going to show up in his chat. Yeah. Wes is so good at what he does.
I love Wes. Wes is awesome.
I actually started throwing $1 to him on Patreon so I could check out some of his stuff he does over there. So he's always talking about that. What's it called? Conspiracy Chronicles he's working on?
Yeah, conspiracy guy.
Yeah. In Wes, I think he said he was going to put me in there at some point.
Oh, man. Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy.
I mean, because I'm all the shit we done together.
Well,
and
Matt,
stuff.
really, it is fantastic to see you. Noc has missed you a lot. All of us have,
Yep.
but nobody
Well, yeah.
more than
Fact,
Noc.
you know,
Listen, Joe, just real quick. Let's just this says it all.
No, I need you.
What?
I miss you so damn much. I miss being with you. I miss being near you. I miss your laugh.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I miss your scent.
Oh my God! Noc, don't go too far.
So, Mr. Musk.
Let's see.
Nice.
Remember, Ed Gein was a mess up person, so you don't know if he did that. They based Norman Bates on him. Yeah, for sure, man.
I think
Okay,
Leatherface
well,
is
listen,
based on him as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see. Let's you know what's going on with the channel. You, of course, are watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central for a couple of hours, talking about pop culture stuff. We're going to continue to do Loki, and we're going to have more of the Noc List. And next week, I want my panel to come up with their top 5 favorite comedies of all time. So we
That's
can add-
hard.
It's just 5. Just come up with 5, brother. They'll probably all be different from all of us because we're all different ages. So it should be a little different for all of us. So
War and Peace.
what's that, man?
War and Peace.
War and Peace. Yeah, it's a great comedy, right? Yeah. But anyway, that'll be next week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And there will be no Brothers Hack the Matrix tomorrow. I actually have to work. We're a little bit undermanned at work, and they needed me to come in. I'll be working 3 nights in a row this week. So it will be back a week from tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. The clown show that is 2023, seen through the lens of today's headlines. My brother and I get together and hack the Matrix every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, you can see me sketch the Privateer on Saturdays. I'm making some good progress on that one. Definitely come check it out for about an hour on Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. And then this whole panel minus Jed, because he can't get up this early. I know I can't get up.
Oh, what is it?
10
Like
Central
7
Time.
or 8
That's
o'clock
8
my
o'clock
time?
your time. There's no
Yeah.
way you're getting out of bed for this. It'll be week 9 tailgate show, and if you know what's going on in the NFL, we're definitely gonna have a piece on the trade deadline, who made the right moves, who didn't, that kind of thing. I don't know what the hell the Commanders are doing. It's
I may surprise you and just pop up on one.
well, then maybe you should. But also, we've got some other things to talk about. We're definitely going to be talking about the trade deadline and what happened in Vegas this week. So come check us out at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Central Time. Oh, and by the way, boys and girls, don't forget, John's got a big game that's going to be on at halftime during that show. 8:30 Central Time
This is
is
kickoff.
kickoff for the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Miami Dolphins in Frankfurt, Germany. That's going to be one hell of a game. And we'll be giving you live updates during the show. 2 hours before kickoff of the regular slate of games here in the States at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then, of course, on Mondays, I'm usually on Military Monday with Pop Culture Minefield, but I'm trying to get some work done, so I'm not going to be able to make this show. But they're going to have Dale Dye on for Firebirds. I'm sure John will be there.
A slight adjustment. We're going to have an interview with Dale Dye because he can't actually make the show. But we're having a Cobra Commander who did the interview with Gary on.
Okay.
So
very cool. Okay, well, there you go. And that's going to be at 10 a.m. Central Time on Monday morning. And then, of course, That 70s Rock Fan gets together. It's Only Talk and Roll at 4 p.m. Central Time in the afternoons. Now, we're off this week, but I think it's Canon Film Club Delta Force.
Yep, that's the next one.
Yep.
Cannon Phil Club
So
Delta
we're going to be
Force.
talking Delta Force.
Man, I
That'll
wish
be
I
fun.
could get on there.
I know you say it every time.
Oh
but,
my
you know,
god.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, these guys they're checking out different alternatives. I heard
Yeah.
Gary is going to get off of StreamYard too.
Yes.
He said that he's going to get off of it too. I
Yeah.
think I know Comics Division has. They're using something different. I don't know what
Yeah,
it is.
if
It's
they
not
go
Melons.
on-
It's something else. I think he's using Restream, is what it looks like.
I can get on Restream.
Yeah.
So,
Well, all I can tell you is George Kennedy's on a plane in Delta Force, and you don't want to be on a plane.
And you don't
George
want to be
Kennedy.
No.
playing with George Kennedy. No doubt.
Oh, no, definitely not. No.
Anybody that's seen the airport series knows that shit. Oh,
George
man.
Kennedy gets on the plane, I get off.
Right.
you immediately turn around and get off that plane.
That's it, exactly. And then Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, it'll be part 20. I don't know, guys. Am I going to finish it this week?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. We
No.
continue.
Nope.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I had an epiphany this week. I found out I can be a lot more brutal if I want to. Last week.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go watch the episode or go play the game yourself. But yeah, we're going to continue that at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday.
I would say 2 to 3 more weeks, maybe.
Okay, all right, sounds about right.
Maybe.
Make sure you do that cutscene again, so we don't have to sit through
Yeah.
the ship fighting again.
Yeah.
Yeah, worry
'Cause
not.
it
I'm gonna do
paused
that.
right there.
What they're talking about, guys, is I didn't know I was going to end up in a turret, and I had to fight a bunch of starfighters, and it took me forever. I suck at the mechanics.
We were all
of the thing.
giggling at his ass.
And plus, it was at the end of the stream, and I had a couple of drinks, so I was, oh man, it took me forever. But anyway, that's the whole point of the show: video games, cocktails, and fails. That's at 6:30 on Monday, and then 10 p.m. on Tuesday. It's DC Universe Online. I haven't played it in a while. I figure what I'm going to do with my Tuesday show, guys. I'm going to do DC one week, then I'm going to do an oddball game, and then I'm going to do Madden the next week and an oddball game, and just flip-flop between my two favorite games and a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to be doing DC Universe Online 10 p.m. Tuesday evening. So for myself and Noc and John and Jed and Matt from Small Time Republic, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.
Put a chick in it, make her gay, and make it lame.
Now, look, you cannot make my wife gay and lame. You just can't do that.
Well, you
Can't
can't
do
do that. You can't do that, but
Even if she's from another